Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. So, I was originally planning on this video just being the remaining ending of the Marchenghast quest, but I got this brilliant idea to kind of supercut all of the Marchenghast quests into one video so you guys could get the full story. So, I've gone back into my coverage of the Marchenghast storyline, and I have cut together all of the story pieces. I tried to cut out some of the commentary, but I left in whatever was like between dialogue. And at the very end of this video will be the final part of the storyline that I have not uploaded yet. So that will be the full thing with all commentary. I will timestamp each of the sections by like reputation level in the description, so if you want to just skip around to the different parts of the quest, you can definitely do that. But without any further ado, enjoy the story of Marchenghast. Arya, I'm so glad to see you. Long time no see. Oh, spicy XP. What are you up to? Are you also here to solve the mystery of Marchenghast Castle? A mysterious castle forgotten by all. I swear, it's right there in the mountains, but no one ever talks about it. Based on my research, the castle itself is not even that old. It was probably completed in the late 18th century, so why don't we know more about it? I saw that the drawbridge is up as always, and I couldn't hear anything from the castle, and also, I didn't dare get closer for some reason. Here's my idea. Would you help me interview some people over in Cape West Fishing Village? They live so close to the castle, they've got to know something. Sure, hop on. Wait, where's Sirio? I was looking around near Marchenghast with Sirio when something spooked him. I won't lie, it's a bit odd. He's usually such a cool horse. Anyway, I know he must have run back home where he feels safe, so don't worry, I'll meet him back at the stables. But first, this needs investigating. So I'm braving the unknown alone for now. Or well, not alone anymore now that you're here. Come on, let's go. Alright, oh my god, that looks so cool. Okay, to Cape West. Okay, we're here. Ready? Alright, let's ask around about Marchenghast Castle. I can't be the only history nerd that's dying to know more about its inhabitants or what happened to this place. Isn't that the weird castle up in the mountains? I don't like anything that's high in altitude. I prefer to stay by the sea, thank you very much. The castle? Now that you mention it, it's true. Nah, never been there. I never even think about it. Oh, that place. Pai's grandma talked about it long ago. She said it was cursed by evil witches, that we should never go anywhere near it. Whoa! Anyone, please come to Marchenghast. We need your help. Soon it'll be too late. What was that? A vision? I didn't even get to ask the last person, but that's fine. You drew a blank? Same here. Nobody knows anything. That's odd, right? What's that? You heard someone call for help? I didn't hear anything. Whoa, a mysterious call for help as we're investigating. You don't think it could be coming from Marchenghast Castle, do you? Couldn't hurt to check. Heck yeah, let's go. I need to check up on Sirio just to make sure he made it back to the stables all right. Best of luck, Arya, and stay safe. Wow. Really, Luciana? You were on this quest for knowledge and adventure, and you're like, as soon as it kind of gets real, you're like, I'm gonna go back to the stable. That's fine. Go check on Sirio. It's important. Ooh, the music's already starting. Can I go through the veil? Oh, that's a cool effect. That was so cool. Halt, witch! You're not welcome here. I order you retreat at once. I'm not a witch, but I just got here. What's going on? I received this distress signal. I'm here to help. I mean you no harm. You witches cannot deceive me with your little tricks. Leave this instant. I will not warn you once more. No sane soul would wear such attire. Only a rotten witch who tries to disguise themselves. Wow, really don't... She said your fit does not pass the vibe check. In the name of Aideen, I swear I'm not a witch. My name is Arya. Please just let me in so we can talk. If you don't trust me afterwards, I'll leave. In the name of Aideen, you say? Whisper, whisper. We'll let you in this once, but I recommend you do not try anything. Lower the drawbridge. Oh my god, this is so freaking cool. Wow, it's huge! You look like Keira Knightley. This is so cool. There's just no other words. Marguerite. Oh, Marguerite? I don't know. Indeed, witches never come from that gate. Perhaps you are being truthful. You look cool. Look at your pauldrons. Ooh, and you're riding Ryuma. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marguerite. I am the eldest daughter of the Duke of Marchenghast. This is Token, my partner. Wait, was his name Tolkien? Or Token? Like James's Token? For now, I will allow you to enter, and I hope you truly wish to help. But before we head inside, you must understand one thing. I will not hesitate to strike you down if you attempt anything strange. Now, please follow me, and I shall tell you what great evil has tormented these parts. Oh, this is so cool. It's... wow. This is so cool. There's no other words. I'm just like in awe. This is so much bigger and so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Like, I'm gonna get lost in here the way that I got lost in Jarlaheim when I first started playing. And speaking of, I feel like Jarlaheim should get a similar treatment, especially like the way that this kind of looks down here. There's no doubt that our castle has seen better days. To think that the most recent parts of the castle were actually just completed a few decades ago. But so much has happened since then. I'm just in awe. Honestly. This is so cool. It's stunning. Destroyed walls or houses can be repaired, but what cannot be repaired are all the lives we've lost. There's a graveyard. Riders mourning their horses, children losing their parents, families torn apart. Until just a few months ago, we were at war. A horrible, gruesome war. There's so many little details that I want to take a look at. It's literally like Halloween came early. This is so exciting. What's over here? I don't want to split off from the path. I will have plenty of time for exploring, I'm sure. Actually, I should let you lead the way. Oh, the statue. This is the main courtyard. Look how long it took us to get to the main area where Marchenghast like originally was, or what I'm assuming where Marchenghast originally was. This is what we call the Outer Bailey. In other words, this is the main courtyard, the heart of the castle's day-to-day life. Usually both nobles and commoners go about their day here. It looks very empty and quiet here indeed, but we had no choice. We do what we must to keep our population safe from any outside threat. You will understand that ever since the war, we are always on high alert. We have to be cautious when it comes to strangers. These have been very difficult times for us all, nobles and commoners alike. Thankfully, everyone has worked tirelessly to keep our home safe. Attention! I believe the stranger means us no harm. There is nothing to fear. She's like, well, come on. It's fine. Oh, new characters. We highly value trust here, but we believe trust is not given but earned. It's only fair for me to help you get to know our hardworking people, so if you will, come with me and I'll introduce our day-to-day life. Look at your bonnet! How cute! Can I have it? This is where our merchants keep their stalls. From then, we are able to get our necessities such as food, clothing, and as well as anything we require for our horses. Look at your dress! Can I have a long riding dress like yours? I want it. I want a riding skirt. Hello, sir! Casually riding dragons, I see. This is the gate to the Inner Bailey. On the other side, you will find the main keep. My father, Wilhelm Jacob von Marchenghast, lives there. What a duke name. Oh my god. I see the pet shop. Wait a minute, are you wearing the engineer outfit from Bonnie? Oh my god, so cute. What a great use of that outfit. Our beloved stable. It almost burnt down during the war, but we managed to extinguish the fire in time, thank goodness. We hope to restore it to its former glory in the future, but there are more severe issues to take care of first. In any case, the main stable is usable and safe. It's important to let one's horses get some rest every now and then. And just to confirm, this is the new home stable you can have if you want to have your home stable in Marchenghast. And look! This is John! He looks a little bit more like Arthur Morgan now. Although this is just his Marchenghast look. Normal look still looks normal. We may not share the same sort of bond with our horses as the rest of Eurovision people, but we take great pride in them. They're our partners through thick and thin. During the war against the witches, our horses were essential. If they are unwell or hurt, it's of the utmost importance that we nurse them back to health. Wait, hold on, look at your dress. That's so cute. Oh, you're carrying a book. I love it. She said, support your local library. Oh, what's this? Oh, greetings. I'm glad to see you all in good health. Arya, allow me to introduce you to Hermine, Gretel, and Wolfgang. Earlier, I spoke to you about a recent war. Although things may seem peaceful now, life has not been easy for anyone. There are just so many issues to take care of. Food shortages, repairs, injuries. Since you offer to help, would you like to listen to these people's concerns and see what you can do? As I'm sure you understand, I first need you to prove that you genuinely wish to help us. I hope this will help you find your way around the castle now. People here are understandably nervous when they see an unfamiliar face, but they will warm up as you get to know them. Oh my god, there's already so much. Cool! You first! The area around His Highness's paddock is quite shoddy. Since the war, we've been taking care of more urgent repairs and making sure everyone has a roof over their heads again. But perhaps now's the right time to clean up the paddock area. We hope to host show jumping competitions again soon, and I'm sure people could use the distraction in times like these. Really, you wish to help us with cleaning up? Oh, thank you very much. I did not expect this of a newcomer. Should I grab everybody's quests now or do them one at a time? Let's do them one at a time. Everything here is strange, different. Their clothes, their tools, technology, the way they talk. It almost feels like I'm in the past. Oh, did I not finish cleaning up the clutter? There's 2 more. Have you cleaned up all the clutter? That's fantastic. I hope we can arrange competitions at His Highness's paddock soon. People really need something to entertain them and lift their spirits. Hello, who are you and why are you in our castle? That's what I would ask too. I don't know anything about you, but if Lady Margaret says you're here to help, so be it. My youngest daughter was supposed to deliver our grain around the castle, but she got scared by some noise and ran away. Poor girl, she's too young and shouldn't have to help out. We need to find those grain sacks and deliver them. Food is scarce and we don't want people to starve. Alright, let's go. Look at these mushrooms. Those are so cool. That should be the last sack. Let's go back and deliver them. Oh, you found them all. Thank you so much for lending a hand, although you just arrived here. I will make sure they're delivered right away. And last one, Mr. Morgan. Hello, my name is Wolfgang. Your name was Arya, is that correct? I love your outfit. I've never seen anything like it before. You, sir, have a sense of style. I appreciate you. Listen, my dog Otto got loose. He's somewhere in the castle. I would go look for him myself, but there are certain areas in the castle I stay away from if I can. I know His Highness looks out for us, no doubt, but he can be a frightening man, especially since the war. If that's no bother, could you please find Otto for me? I'm a little worried. I will find your dog. Oh my god, hello, Otto. Finally caught you. Wolfgang is worried about you. Let's go back to him, okay? Wolf. Oh, Otto, what a relief. Thank you so much for finding him. I'm sorry, I tend to be easily scared. I have to say, I'm quite happy to see your actions match your words. I did not think you would agree to handle some of our day-to-day problems, but you did. It seems I was right to trust my instincts about you. Maybe you will be of greater support to me than you realize. Now, I think it's time you understand how dire our situation is. The gate to Marchenghast Forest, it's... Let me just show you. Follow me. I didn't even, take a second to, appreciate this. You've got the noble on their dragon horse and some sort of beast, which I'm guessing maybe is, representative of, the witches? I don't know, I'm very curious. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Claw marks. That would explain the beast. That looks like Pandoric blight. Does it not? Or is it a different blight? It started right at the end of the war. We do not know what it is. All we know is that it came from the forest. We call these strange things the blight. Our scientists believe it's a potent plant disease. It infects crops, kills trees, and even poisons humans and animals. Of course, everyone in the castle is terrified of this. What if it starts spreading? The blight is cursed by the witches that hide in the forest. We have been feuding with them for decades, and the last war was particularly awful. They want to get rid of us all. Now that our enemies have retreated, Father has forbidden anyone from setting foot in the forest in order to avoid provoking them. But we have to do something, and we can't wait any longer. I just hope that Father will see it in the same way. And if you want to help, this is something you could do. Since you are a neutral party, you could find out more about this blight without risking a new war with the witches. Those things are what we call petrified blight. Regular weapons cannot break it, so I think you will need something more powerful. Our blacksmith will be able to help you, and I hope that it will allow us to open up the access to the forest. Ooh, 100 experience, don't mind if I do. Our forge here has many uses. We are fortunate that we can forge not only regular tools and weapons, but also more rare items. Here I am entrusting you with this magic shard. The blacksmith will need this in order to forge a lance for you. This shard practically screams Pandoria to me. I wonder how they got that power. I'm glad I'm not the only one who was like, Pandora crystals. I'm going the wrong way. It was right next to me. Hello, Lady Margaret has requested a magic lance for you? It's been a long time since we last forged one of those. It must mean that she's deemed you worthy of it, and that it is essential to assure our safety. I trust Lady Margaret with my life, so you have my trust too. However, we require our riders to earn their equipment here, so you will be the one using this forge and I will guide you through it. Conrad has prepared me for this all my life. Heat the iron in the forge. Work the iron on the anvil. Cool the iron in the water. Heat the iron in the forge. Work the iron on the anvil. Work the iron on the anvil again. Cool the iron in the water. Really? You're gonna cold work this thing? Okay. I can see you have some forging experience. Nice work. Now use your magic shard and add some finishing touches. Fertig, now your lance is ready. Here you go. Wow, that's fancy. Don't mind if I do. Wow, epic. Magic lance, you've acquired a lance. Why does that seem vaguely threatening? Please be careful with that. It uses extremely powerful magic, and most people would not be able to wield it. If you ask me, I hope this is the last time I ever forge one of those. You didn't forge it at all. I would much rather make horseshoes and chandeliers. Look at me rambling again. Please hurry back to Lady Marguerite. If she has deemed it necessary to make one for you, I can only mean one thing. Dark times are upon us again. Okay. Where's my horse? Incredible! You were able to forge a Pandoric lance! Clearly there's more to you than meets the eye, Arya. Only a few of us have enough affinity to wield Pandoric lances. Being entrusted one is a great honor in our society, as it contains immense power. My guy, how do you know about Pandoria? Therefore, I ask you to only use it against the blight, and not for anything else. I shall now teach you how to wield it. Thanks to this lance, you should be able to break the petrified blight. Like a regular lance, you need to charge it with your horse towards a target. First, you need to aim for smaller fragments in order to weaken its heart. Ooh! Oh my god, that is so cool. Fine work. Now aim for the heart to break it. It's so cool that it just magically appears. That's so cool. That was a really, really cool effect. You've opened up the passage to the forest. I have never seen someone learn how to wield our lances so quickly. For most people, this would take months of practice. Impressive work. Well, you know, I've had practice. I've knighted with all 4 houses in the medieval camp, and I've actually been to Pandoria. If you are ready, it is time for you to venture into the forest. I must be honest with you, there are many dangers lurking in there. As children, all of us heard tales about the forest, people vanishing in the swamps, trees coming to life, or terrifying beasts that haunt your nightmares. However, the most evil presence in the forest is undoubtedly the witches. They're strong and merciless, and they would do anything to get rid of us all in the castle. I wish I did not have to grant such an important mission to a newcomer, but I fear it's for our people's safety, and I shudder to think what might happen if we do not do something. That is why I need you to find their hamlet, and find a way to stop the blight. Is this where we find out that the witches think that the noble people caused the blight? Easy there. What's wrong, Baronessa? You're right. What is that strange fog? This doesn't feel safe to ride into. You were not able to progress further because of the horrible blighted fog? I should have spoken about that before I sent you off. Please accept my apologies. Where'd you get an outfit? I hope that it would not affect you and Baronessa in the same way. Allow me to explain it properly. This blighted fog covers the whole forest and poisons any living being within a few seconds, so you cannot stay in it for too long or it will infect you and your horse. When in the forest, please proceed with caution. The witches and beasts could be anywhere. Stay on your horse. Do not dismount. I do not want the blight to take you like it took others before. They're really giving us the experience. They're like, listen, you might die here. Take some experience. That which doesn't kill you gives you XP. The fog is another strange manifestation of the blight. Although Father has forbidden it, I ventured into the outskirts of the forest once, and I spotted a witch in the distance. She had a lantern, and it kept her and her horse safe from the blighted fog. If you can get a hold of their magic, you might be able to navigate the forest safely without being affected by the blight. That could also allow us to protect the castle from the... Oh, what is that? Something seems to be approaching. Oh my god, I love you. Oh, they're bringing me a lantern. I love you so much. I want to grab you and squeeze you and shake you and put you in my saddlebag. I've never seen that creature before. Watch out. It doesn't seem aggressive this time. What does it want? Looks like it seems to be holding a witch's lantern. In any case, I cannot let it enter the castle. Not only has Father ordered it, but our people are scared of the forest beasts. Come with me. I've got a cozy saddlebag for you. Hello, little one. Do you want me to follow you? That sounds like a yes to me. Let's see what it wants. It seems the lantern it's carrying holds some sort of magical energy. I feel quite safe with it. Let's follow it into the forest, but let's make sure we stay close to it in the lantern. Let's go. The effects that they've done for this are so cool. Like the way that the fog is disappearing around the light and then returning after. This is so well done. Stop. This is no place for you. Return to your castle now, or I will turn you into one of these trees. What do we have here? A lost little squirrel? Did the council folks send you? You have no idea what you got yourself into. We don't let anyone into our hamlet. The hamlet and the forest is all we have left. Our sisters are gone, our lands are poisoned, the beasts are suffering. What more can you take from us? I don't belong to the castle. I come from Jorvik. I'm not here to attack you or your hamlet, I swear. Silence! I see you have the evil lance. All the same you are, you won't fool us ever again. Be gone now, leave this forest immediately, or you will be forever a part of it. It's no use. Now what can I do? I guess I have to go back to Marguerite. You're having me keep going. I'm sorry, little one. Can you help me back to the castle? You still want me to follow you? Alright, but you better be quick in case that witch comes back. Oh, okay. You are gonna be quick. Ooh, more of the blighted stuff. Lance? Oh no, he's caged! Help, the blight, it took me. The blight, I feel weak, please help me. Alright, we can do this, Baronessa. Let's free this beast from the blight. We can use the Pandoric lance from Marguerite. Let's start by destroying the fragments. Oh, I see. There's like blight poisoning the longer I stay in here. That's cool! It's slow, so like I'm not too worried about it, but like, wow. Oh my gosh, you're so cute! I'm free! The blight is terrifying. It took so many of my kind, so many of the other beast kinds, oak, pines, grass, flowers too. That's horrible. Are you feeling better now? Yes, thank you so much for your help, Arya and Baronessa. Without you, I would have... Wait, how do you know our names? I know many things. Since I danced around the Lonely Beacon, our life warden, the Salted Sisters call me Ilwidrish. My kind is called Mar, and we have called this forest home for many centuries. We have seen it, the destruction, the war, the hatred, and now the blight has taken over everything. Your help will be needed. We must find a way to stop the blight together before it's too late. I'm sorry, this is a lot to take in. I'm not sure I can. I'll do whatever I can to help. Thank you, Arya. There's so much for you to learn about this place. We will talk more later. I sense someone coming our way. Oh, Abigail's back. Hey, girl. You, why are you still here? Did I not tell you to leave? Well then, if you don't want to leave this forest, then so be it. Would you prefer being turned into a tree or a beetle, maybe? No, stop. She freed me from the blight with the lance, although she did not have to. She is not like the others. She cares. She cares? Did this little squirrel help a Mar without being asked? And she even used that evil lance for a good cause? Intriguing. Maybe we can have some use of you after all. Who are you? Speak. I'm Arya. I came here because I was called and all I want to do is help. I'm Arya and I protect those who need it. If you witches are evil, I'll stop you. No, girl. It's not like you know two other witch factions who are all fine. Alright then, you can keep the lantern that Mar borrowed from us, as long as you don't use it for evil. But it's been drained of its energy. You'll need to refuel it to protect yourself from the blight. Thank you. I will use it well. This lantern fits nicely on my saddle, but it does shine a lot less than before. How do I refuel it? See those little things flying around? Those are called wandering seeds. They come from our life warden tree, the Lonely Beacon. We use them to fuel our lanterns with glimmer magic. The magic glimmer in that lantern will protect you from the blight, but only if it's not drained. You'll need to pick up a wandering seed before it's empty. Alright, I guess. Ooh, we can see. Very cool. This should be enough. I can return to Abigail. Oh, I just needed a bunch. Okay. Yep, I have no idea where I am. Ah, here you are. Look at that. You can listen after all. Well done. One last thing. The glimmer in the lantern is connected to the bond, so you have to keep your lantern on your horse for it to work. Prove yourself worthy of it by reaching our hamlet. I'll wait for you there, for a while at least. Let's see if you find it. Oh, you don't want to trust me with trying to follow directions. Okay, now I can follow the signs to the Veiled Hamlet. Ooh, wait, what's in here? I don't think this was the way I was supposed to go. Unless it was. Because there is a path over here with a bubble at the end. Veiled Hamlet. There's a trailer here too! Ooh, they're also gonna have chores, it looks like. There you are. How delightful. Alright, you know how to use our lantern, and you found our hamlet, and you even showed you care about the beasts of the forest. An introduction is in order now, I suppose. That was a big spider. My name is Abigail. I'm one of the Sisters of the Saltus Coven. In other words, the witches that live, should I say survive, in this forest. I'll show you a couple of things you have to know if you want to be of any use to us. There are so few of us left, so don't expect a thriving, happy town. Wait, I have a question. Can you witches cast spells and get rid of the blight? First I need to know, are you witches to blame for the blight? You ask a lot of questions, but I don't know you enough to answer that. Show us you're on our side, and then maybe we'll talk about this again one day. For now, we have better things to do, so follow me. Oh my god, wait, can I buy one of you? You already met the Mar, and this is where they like to spend their time with us. They're extremely intelligent beings, very ancient too. But according to the castle folk, they're monsters. They say the Mars are the ones creating our nightmares or something. So ignorant, a lot of them. It's true, their call can be a little spooky. And if they fear for their life, you don't want to see what they can do. But that's only if you threaten them first. Most of the time. But the sisters that came before us have lived with them for centuries. Who could hate them or fear them? The Mar are the most benevolent beings you'll ever meet. This is important, so pay attention unless you want the blight to take you. This here is a lantern tree, and it protects our hamlet. It emits the same protective energy as your lantern, what we call glimmer. Whenever you're close to it, you don't need to fear the blight. Lantern trees will even fill up the energy from your lantern. Out in the forest, you will also see smaller versions of this. They're called lantern saplings. We created those. They'll protect you from the blight when you're close to them. However, unlike the lantern trees, they don't contain enough glimmer to recharge your lantern. Instead, you'll need to find wandering seeds in order to refuel your lantern when exploring the forest. What happens if I run out of fuel? Do I just come back here? Here you will find our beloved companions, the moth horse. They used to live in the forest, but because of the blight, we've had to keep them here. But they are brave, and they will venture into the forest when required. I want you too, but I can't think of a name for you. This is where we brew our potions, both for everyday needs and emergencies. We don't share any details about our coven spells with outsiders. No exceptions. Potions proved very useful during the war against the castle folk, both for healing and hurting, but they didn't leave us a choice. But we don't use them for dark purposes anymore, at least for now. What matters today is surviving. You are welcome to our hamlet for now, but you better watch yourself. Do anything uncouth and I'll take your lantern right back. I'm watching you. Yay, chores! Back to Marchenghast Castle and prove me right! Now you know a couple of things about us, how many we are, what we have, what we care about. I even lent you one of our only glimmer lanterns because I saw you help a beast without expecting anything in return. I don't know if I was right to let you in, but we're out of options anyway. Prove me right, earn our trust. I will allow you to come and go in this hamlet as you please, as long as you really want to save the beast from the blight. In return, we expect you to pull your weight. There's more than enough to do for all of us. The blight is causing a lot of suffering to the beasts that call this forest home. It's time for you to learn about the other beast kinds and learn how you can help them. If you don't know which task to pick up, then feel free to check our task board. Why don't you go check it out now, then come back to me. Yay, task board. Oh, I freaking love task boards. Guiding the Wolfengen. Talk to Betty and guide the Wolfgen back to home by charging its shell with your lantern. Blighted Nycus, use your lantern to catch the attention of the blighted Nycus and bring them back to Martha. The ritual shadows, bring the shadow witches to the life warden tree. Ooh. And there's this one. Oh, story progression! The other witches here are a lot more mistrustful. One day you'll get why, but I can tell you who to talk to. Okay, we've got more people to talk to. If you want to wander into the forest and aid suffering beasts, Betty is the witch to talk to. She's our expert on all things beasts. A long time ago, witches used to encounter a lot more beast kinds. Nowadays, one of the few kinds left are called the Waldfingen. They've managed to adapt to the blight, but not fully, so they need us. Go talk to Betty. She and her Green Moon Rebecca will tell you what you need to know. My name's Betty. You sense it too. I know it. There's a beast in dire need of help in the forest. We can't stay here and do nothing. What the people outside call beasts have lived in this forest long before any of us. There are more of them than most humans will ever see. But since the war with those heartless castle folk, the blight infects every little living being. Some get disoriented or poisoned, and it's up to the Saltis Coven to help them get back on their feet. I have to stand watch here in case the village is under threat. Follow my sister Rebecca, and she will take you to the beast we've been keeping an eye on. Oh, poor baby. Oh, I love you too. Oh my god, I love them so much. Oh, poor thing. Oh, you've got the face of a bat. Oh my god, I love you. This is the Waldfingen. We believe it was here when the forest came to life. They are a tree spirit, although some think that the Marchenghast forest itself took this form. It lives in harmony with the forest, feeding off the wandering seeds that we see floating around everywhere. This causes its shell to light up, which provides light and warmth for all other living beings. When the blight came, we saw that the Waldfingen's light offered a refuge for the toxic fog, and our coven took inspiration from it in order to craft our lanterns. When the Waldfingen is in its home, it offers a safe shelter around it, and even charges our lanterns, like the lantern trees. They choose to make their homes where the wind carries the wandering seeds. However, just like any other beast, it can get lost. Without any light left in its shell, it can't find the strength across the blight. We, the Sisters of the Saltis Coven, use our lanterns to help the Waldfingen find its home. Go on, Arya. Use the lantern we lent you to charge this Waldfingen's shell and help it home. Oh my god, yes, please. Yeah, I'm trying. There you go, buddy. Safe travels. Oh my god, I love you so much. You're so freaking cute. Oh no. No. The Waldfingen ran out of energy. Use the lantern we lent you to charge its shell. I got you, pal. Don't let your lantern go out, bud. I got you. Oh no! I'm out of lantern. Okay, bud. Just gotta grab some more lantern light. Oh, you were going right there. Okay. Oh, have yourself a little snacky snack. Good, the Waldfingen is back home. It usually remains in its home only a few days, then wanders off again the following week. Is it searching for more wandering seeds, or does it have another purpose? We don't know. It's not up to us to question, nor keep it locked up for our selfish needs. The next time it needs our help, we just help. And now we count on you too, Arya. Welcome home, my friend. You're safe now, and thanks to you, we'll be safe too. I have no idea where I am. Okay, meet Martha. We don't have a lot of resources left. Almost everything was poisoned by the blight, the plants, the trees, even the water. So without Martha's cleansing potions, we wouldn't be here. Out there's a beast called the Nykus. It looks like a wolf, but it's an amphibian and has scales. But sadly, they're maybe the ones that the blight is hurting the most. Martha has found a way to counter the effects of the blight in them. Go ask her. Blight affects each and every one of us differently. In the Saltis Coven, we created ways to stave off the blight with our lanterns, but not all beasts have been lucky enough to evolve to withstand it. One of the beasts that have not been so lucky is the Nykus. They originally emerged from the swamps in the north. To the outside world, they're a water spirit whose only goal is to drag innocent people into the swamps, or some kind of demon that wants to eat them. Ignorance. If the Nykus is exposed to the blight for too long, its behavior can change and it will start to fear what can heal it, the light. They end up wandering away from their homes and prowl the forest. They don't mean to harm us, not really. They're just sick and vulnerable. I was in the forest and I spotted a Nycus that showed signs of being blighted. I've marked its location on your map. Find it, draw its attention with your lantern, and it will start chasing you, not to attack you, but because it'll try to extinguish the glimmer in your lantern. It's a bit of a cat and mouse game. You need to keep its attention while avoiding its attempts to sap the magic from your lantern. When it tries to attack your lantern, flare up your magic at the right time and it'll be scared away for a moment. The Nycus will be kept on following you as long as you have any glimmer left in your lantern, so make sure your lantern doesn't run out of energy, or it will lose interest and return back to where you found it. Bring the Nycus to me and I will use this potion to cure it. Good luck. Okay, that doesn't sound terrifying. Oh, yeah. You're like a crocodile wolf? That's what's on the statue. You are terrifying. Alright, I guess. Nycus is chasing you. Keep your lantern lit to keep its attention. Oh, it's not like chasing me in like a I'm going to eat you way. Well, I guess it kind of is. Oh god, I don't know where to go. Alright. He's trying to drain... Oh, I see. He's trying to drain my lantern, so you hit E. I am going the wrong way. Oops. Oh no, he drained my lantern. Stop! Stop biting me. Alright. Hold on. I gotta... Oh, I'm not doing a good job. He's still following me at least, but I don't have any light. You know what? Let's just go this way. Martha, where are you, Martha? Martha, please take this crocodile wolf. There you are. You're not angry anymore. Now you are just nice crocodile dragon wolf thing. Good work. The potion will cleanse this Nycus from the poison effects of the blight. I will keep an eye on this one and make sure it recovers well. Alright, we get to do that on the daily, I guess. Again, I think the last one. The blight isn't the only threat to the forest. There's also old shadows haunting and tormenting us. Wait, there are shadow witches here too? Are these the same shadow witches as the ones on Scarecrow Hill? Shadow witches can be encountered anywhere. Where they pass away, they will roam. So that means that a bunch of witches died on Scarecrow Hill. Every day we have to perform a ritual to appease the shadows of past witches. It's a difficult trek into the forest, but it shouldn't be a problem for a skilled rider such as you. If you feel ready to take on the challenge, talk to Mercy over there. We'll be waiting. Our past is one fraught with mystery and horror. The witch's wreath and shadow is one part of that. Hello, my name is Mercy, and I'm the one in charge of the rituals of the Saltus Coven. We keep most of our rituals secret to outsiders, however, there is one we need your help for. I will let Abigail explain. Thank you. In order to understand our situation today, you need to know about our past. You see, our coven is not what it used to be. For centuries, the castle folk carried out so-called witch hunts, capturing and killing any witch they saw. We lost so many of our sisters. We've been hiding in the forest ever since. Even more of us fell when we went to war against the castle folk. When the witches die, sometimes they find themselves trapped between two realms. They continue roaming the land where they died, but they are not themselves anymore. We call them shadow witches. The shadow witches are full of anger and grief, and they attack anyone. Every day, we perform the ritual of shadows in order to appease them, even though it's only temporary. Ride through the forest and bring them to the Life Warden tree. There we will perform the ritual. Not everyone here trusts you, but I've seen what you can do. This is why we allow you to be part of this. Beware, though, in this ritual you will have to race to avoid the shadow witches. Yes! A race. We love it. Ooh, the sky is normal here. There it goes. Oh. The ritual of shadows is complete. The witches that used to be here are now at peace. I think I just have one last quest with Abigail. You saw how tough things are out there. Beasts don't stand a chance in the forest with the blight. If only we had a large, cozy space that would allow them in, like a big castle full of riches and free from the blight fog. They have it nice and easy up there. Lots of space, clean water, and food. There's so few of us left here, and the blight is threatening all beings. But see, the castle folk, they're terrified of the beast. Some even hate them. You have no idea who they really are. They're not what they seem. How about I talk to Marguerite? I'm sure she can help. Maybe they won't be afraid of the beast if they see them. I'll talk to Marguerite. Marguerite, you think you can convince her to care for the beasts? She's just like her awful father. She'll never dare go against him. But you're welcome to try if you want. That's what I keep telling my sisters. If we don't do anything different this time, we're doomed. Beasts, witches, all of us. Back to the castle. Arya, you made it back unharmed. What a relief. You were gone for so long. I must say I feared the worst. Yeah, it was like over an hour. After all, you are new to these parts, so I feel guilty having let you face the horrors of the forest. What? You encountered the witches and even saw their hamlet? I can hardly believe they let you escape alive. None of us have been able to find their hamlet for years. Maybe it really is like in the folktales. You only find them when they want you to. What are you saying? You found beasts suffering because of the blight in the forest, and you want to use the castle to help them? Beasts roaming around the castle? Do you realize what you're asking of me? Of us? But then again, it was a long time ago, but I heard stories. People would sometimes see beasts roaming around the castle grounds peacefully, but that was before everything. Father, I fear he will not approve of this. However, I want to do everything in my power to prevent any beast from suffering, and I shall convince him. I understand that you aim to use our resources to aid the beasts, and I will assist you in your efforts as long as you promise they will not harm a soul here. However, proving to our subjects that neither you nor the beasts are a threat will be difficult. In order to win them over, you will have to build a good reputation for yourself. In such a large castle, there is never a shortage of tasks to carry out. Some of our people, noble or commoner, might need help with various things. There is a task board behind me. This is where people of Marchenghast post any requests they might have. I suggest you go read through the task board and understand how we run things here. Ooh, okay. Ooh, traditional show jumping. Complete the show jumping course. Don't mind if I do. Earning the castle's trust. Alright, so we are unlocking the second area of the Marchenghast Castle node. We already have 200 reputations with the Saltus witches. I will do what I can to help you succeed. First of all, I recommend you speak to some of the most trusted advisors. Dare I say friends. When it comes to beasts, I am certain they will be more open-minded than others. Alright, so now we've got more daily tasks to do for Marchenghast village people. Meet the show jumping instructor. Horses have always been an important part of our culture. We believe that you can tell a lot about a person's qualities if the bond with their horse is strong. Show jumping is the best way to earn prestige at Marchenghast Castle. That certainly is how our instructor would put it. We are proud to have a world-renowned show jumping expert as part of our retainer. Oh my god. Gisela von Maud. Perhaps you've heard about her? Any relation to Sir Tarek Maud? She can be somewhat of a peculiar character. You'll see for yourself. You'll find her by the paddock area of the castle. You must be Arya. Your horse is gorgeous. What's their name? Baronessa. Oh, how lovely. Oh, yes, I've heard about you. You seem to have impressed other people around town, but you won't be able to convince me of that easily. I answer to the Duke and the Duke only. However, I am more than happy to assist you if you wish to learn about our magnificent show jumping traditions. My manners, let me introduce myself. I am Frau Gisela von Maud. I am very proud to serve His Highness Wilhelm Jacob von Marchenghast. I come from a long line of horse lovers and competition enthusiasts. The House of Marchenghast takes horses very seriously, and show jumping is among the most noble activities a rider can dedicate themselves to. If you ask me, it is the best way to get familiar with Marchenghast culture and take part in our day-to-day life. You are new to our castle, so like all newcomers, you must earn your place in society. Here we teach show jumping to all, whether they are noble rank or more modest origins. I didn't even get gold? I was not that slow. Yes, you surely share a strong bond with your horse. Alright, that one is done. Meet the captain of the guard. A few of us, myself included, have always loved hearing tales about the forest. For Aldahid, the captain of the guard, it even developed into a pastime of hers. You'll find her posted by the northern gatehouse. Aldahid, she and I have been friends for as long as I can remember. Before the war, she would always take any chance she could to venture into the forest. She is what you call a curious mind. She wants to understand how things work, why things are the way they are. The blight, the witches, magic, everything. Hello, my name is Adelheid, and I belong to His Highness's guard. What, Lady Marguerite would like to help us save some of the beasts of the forest? Is that really what she wants? In any case, I saw something when I was observing from the tower. One of these massive beasts. It was unable to go back to its home because of the petrified blight. You have the magic lance now, so maybe you can open up the passage if that's what Lady Marguerite wants. I can see why she asked you to come to me. See, I've always loved exploring the forest, and I've read every book I can find about the beasts of the forest, fairy tales mostly. According to the tales we hear as kids, I think we call those big, slow-moving beasts the Waldfingen. People used to see lights in the distance and think the lights were the forest trying to trick you. When someone disappeared to the forest, they blamed the lights for causing them to go astray. Let's come back to reality. This morning I saw one of them with my own eyes. It was both terrifying and fascinating. I'm not sure, but it didn't look hostile or aggressive. I think it was just trying to go home. But the passage was blocked by the petrified blight, the same that was started growing in the castle. Maybe Lady Marguerite... I keep saying Marguerite. Margaret? I don't know. Maybe Lady Marguerite is right and we need to do something. I'm coming, Wildfingren. I might be going the wrong way, but I'm coming. Oh god. Aw, look at this little burrow. How cute is that? Oh, wait, was that it over there? That poor thing, it can't enter its shelter. It seems to be a place where it can rest and be safe. I need to break the petrified blight so it can get back inside its home. These fragments seem to be connected to the heart. Destroying them first will probably weaken it. Yahaha! Yay! Oh, there's more. Oh, you're so cute! Look at him! Oh, I love them so much. Thank you for helping the Wildfingren, Arya. To think we always consider them as monsters. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe you were wrong, Adelheid. Maybe you were wrong. Sadly, many of us inside the castle have never seen a beast that was not hostile before. Because of the tragic events of the war, we only ever saw their scarier side. But there is one man that has always disagreed. We call him the Old Hans. Some people called him the Beastmaster to make fun of him. They saw him as naive, but he has a heart of gold. And there's no animal or beast he will not love. Even during the worst times in the war, he kept protesting. Stop fighting and the beast will stop fighting, he always said, but he was not listened to. Maybe his compassion is what we need right now. Please speak with Hans and ask him what you can do to help him. I keep going the wrong way. Old Hans. Greetings, my name is Hans. You must be Arya. Lady Marguerite... I did it again. Greetings, my name is Hans. You must be Arya. Lady Marguerite spoke of you. Allowing back some of the forest beasts into the castle? Oh, I'm honored Lady Marguerite trusts me with such an important business. Unfortunately, those beasts called Mar aren't exactly following castle etiquette. Could you give me a hand? Ever since I was a small child, I've always been fascinated by the beasts. I never understood why everyone called them monsters, but with the war and everything that happened, that wasn't really a popular belief around here. So I would be delighted to help you change people's minds around here. The thing is, it won't be easy, and it will take time. The beasts are scaring the inhabitants and vice versa. I just saw one of those Mar fly by. Would you mind looking up there and see if you find it? If you do, please bring it in here and we will release it back into the forest. Someday, the people here will be ready to see them around. Understandably, they don't feel very safe around as castle folk, so they tend to hide to avoid harm. Once you're in the castle courtyard, try listening to its calls. There you are. Can I jump over this? Well done, you found it. I'll make sure to release it back to the forest as soon as possible. Thank you for your help. This happens all the time, so please come by and help me if this were to happen again. Okay, and I believe that might be all. Alright, okay, so now that we have completed all of the yellow quests, we have basically dailies and reputation to gain with both the witches and the castle inhabitants. I turned off my shaders and never turned them back on. All of those things that Marguerite and Abigail had us do now all have daily components. If you go over to either chore board, they will have 3 tasks. I'm assuming 3 tasks each day. I'm not even sure you even need to select them. I think you can just go to the NPCs. That will give you the information down here. And you complete their daily quest, and then it'll get marked off. So you will get, it has your rewards and the reputation that you get for each of them. And this is the same down by the witches as well. And both sides, you will have the reputation board, so you can see how far along you are for both reputations. There you are. I wanted to have a word with you. Let's talk. Let's turn on the music first. I have to say, I'm a little surprised you kept your promise. Outsiders usually end up betraying or leaving us. But you've been a great help to us and to the beasts. We have seen your dedication and selflessness. Even Ilward has seen it. You've met them before. They want to speak with you. I hope you're ready to do more good here. You'll find Ilward in an old abandoned house we call Trude's Hut. Trude's Hut! Ilward. Human, you came back. The witches and the Mars are friends because only they were on our side. You are a friend to all the creatures of the forest. Allow me to tell you the truth. I was the one calling for help, as loud as I could. I hoped that someone in Jorvik could hear me, and you did. Oh my god! You are our last chance, Arya, and I do not mean just the beast, but the witches and the castle folk too. None of them are able to see the real threat, the one that will destroy everything. Both sides are blinded by their mutual fear and hatred, and haunted by their past suffering. You are different. You have a kind heart and you did not take sides, but I fear that the humans will see this as betrayal. I mean, the whole social media campaign is literally about picking sides. Then I fear I have spoken. If you want to have any chance at achieving peace one day, please talk to both Marguerite and Abigail and tell them the truth. No more lies. Okay, originally because you're so cute. Please continue your efforts. Help the beast escape the blight. We need you. All right, we gotta tell Marguerite the truth and we gotta tell Abigail the truth. I'm gonna collect them both because I'm never gonna find Trude's head again. Go back to the castle and talk to that young heir you have befriended. If we want to avoid reigniting the flames of hatred and war, you need to tell the truth about your cooperation with the witches. And to talk to Abigail, go back to the witches at the Veiled Hamlet. If you want them to trust you, you need to tell them you've also been helping their enemies at the castle. All right. Let's go witches first. What? Are you playing both sides? Is that it? Huh, I should have known. You were carrying their cursed lance after all. Maybe you wouldn't be helping them if you knew the truth, how they deal with what they don't understand. My mother, like so many sisters in our coven, she died during the war, at the hands of the castle folk. She died fighting for what we believed in. So don't expect me or any of us to just shake their hands and pretend nothing ever happened. I just can't. Understood, Abigail. I would never ask you to. I'm not sure I can fully trust you yet, but I've seen what you do, and I sense you're not evil. We don't think the witches or any human should be deciding the beast's fate. They have a say in all of this. The beasts think and feel too, so we should listen to them more. Go ask Ilward what else you can do for the beasts. Keep being on the side of good, and you'll have my trust, Arya. Besides, let's face it, we need you. Ilward might know what you can do. They seem to hear things we simply don't, so just ask them. Okay, we go do that now. Back to the castle first. Is that so? You've been helping the witches too? Well, I was expecting this. I have seen how much you care and how much dedication you put into everything you do. The very first time you entered the forest, you managed the witches to not get rid of you right on the spot. They even gave you one of their lanterns. However, I'm surprised to hear you say that the witches are doing everything they can to save the beasts. Why is that? What are they planning? Regardless, I hope Father does not find out about you helping the enemy. If the Duke of Marchenghast finds out, this will not bode well for you and me. And worse, he will order us to hunt the last witches once and for all. I feel like the Duke might be the problem here. How do I delicately put this? Genocides are bad. And honestly, like, we haven't seen the Duke. Come on out here, Duke. I just want to talk. And, usurp your throne. But, just talk. If war comes back to our people, will it be my fault? Am I doing the right thing, or am I merely putting our people in danger? I mean, I think you're doing the right thing. I mean, hopefully this eventually, resolves in reuniting of the people and the witches. Have we made a mistake in bringing the beasts inside the castle? Perhaps it was too soon, after all the hardships of the war. Perhaps I am too naive, as Father says. Honestly, don't listen to that fool. I've heard people talk. Some of them are happy to hear the Mars call inside the castle again, but others are terrified. They are dangerous to humans and should be kept on a leash or in cages, they say. Lies and slander. Sadly, these are ancient, deep-rooted beliefs and behaviors in our culture. This is how Father sees beasts too. But I know in my heart that he is wrong, and I want to change his mind. I know you mean well, Arya. You and I wanted to offer them shelter from the blight in the forest and stop their suffering. What? You say you're able to communicate with one of those Mar? It seems there are things we do not know or understand about this world. Then please, ask him for advice. I have 2 circles that appear to be in different locations, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go talk to Ilwoodrish for both. But one of them is just out here. Oh, here you are. Thank you for being honest with Marguerite. It is only natural that she is feeling so much doubt. She started questioning everything she has ever been taught, every book she has ever read. I am grateful that she has not given up. We will need her help now more than ever. Oh, were you also hanging out outside the witches' hamlet for me to talk to you? Alright, we'll just continue this and we'll do the witch part later. Because of the blight, the forest is not safe for anyone. If the air is truly willing to change people's minds, this could save many beasts out there. You saw how badly the blight fog affects the Nykus. The witches' potions can heal them, but if they go back to the forest, the blight will take them again. Maybe the safest place for them would be in the castle, at least for a while. Do you know someone in the castle that could help us? Old Hans, you say? He sounds well-meaning towards us. Could you please talk to him? Sure thing, little dude. Reintroducing the Nykus into the castle. Oh, good to see you again, Arya. I believe we're doing good work here, you know. I even heard a child play with the Mar the other day. She was laughing. Can you believe it? As you can see, I found some of these beasts at the entrance of the forest. I think they escaped the blight, but they're not doing well. I have a suggestion. Why don't you take them for a run around the castle? This should help them heal faster. Yeah. For a run. Nykus, we called them back when I was a child. A water spirit of some sort. But all I see here is a creature who used to be infected and has not fully recovered. For beasts like this, just sitting there makes them restless. So what they need is exercise. Let's take the puppies for a run. Just ride around the castle and come back to me once you're done. I'm sure this will help the Nykus recover. Nykus race. Yeah. Thank you, Arya, for the help. Now I think they need to rest. Except that you could do it again. Nykus, Nykus, Nykus. Can I pet that dog? Aw, I can't pet these dogs, but I can pet the ones at the hamlet. Your tongue is still going through your mouth. I just wanted to just go just out here a little bit. Just out here. The witch lantern of yours is truly magnificent. To think that this faint glimmer of light offers shelter against the blight fog. I have an idea. What if we could understand how the witch's magic worked from a scientific perspective, and we were able to amplify it? I'm certain that if we put some of the castle's brightest minds on the task, we could devise a way to repel the blight for good. Maybe it is impossible, but it's worth trying. Please speak to Adelhi, the captain of the guard. Hello, Arya. What a curious lantern you have there. Oh, a witch device, you say? How fascinating that they found a way to repel the blight. It looks very similar to another contraption I saw in the forest, but instead it is placed on stilts and cannot be transported. I wonder if you could take a look for me? My theory is that the witches were the ones creating those lantern saplings. Thanks to its light, it stops the blight inside its immediate area and gives shelter. I would love to understand how their lantern saplings work, but as a guard, it's my duty to protect the castle. Perhaps you could go to the forest and study one of them? I cannot wait to hear what you find. I've seen one of those lantern saplings to the left of the castle gate. Maybe that would be a good one to begin our study with. You scribble down notes about the lantern sapling's behavior. And back to the castle we go. Nice work, Arya. Those witch devices are so fascinating, and they will come in handy against the blight. Alright, it actually looks like we've unlocked that as a daily. I just want to double check the board here before we move back over to the witches. Yeah, so we've got still the 1 weekly, and we've got 4 dailies now. So studying the lantern saplings and the Nycus exercises are the new ones. Traditional show jumping and more nightwear are continuations from last week. To the witches! You did the right thing. If Abigail has not fully lost her trust in you, maybe there is still hope. I have an idea of how we can use your talents combined with the witch's powers. Okay, we've got 2 options. Only the strongest potions and the petrified prison. Let's do the strongest potions first. The witches. If the blight becomes more powerful in the future, they will need stronger cleansing spells. You should talk to their potion crafter and offer your help with their potions. Okay, and what else do you want me to do? You witness what happens when the blight becomes too intense. It warps and turns into a twisted form. That's what you call petrified blight. You saw how fast it traps my kind. You heard their suffering. As long as the blight is in these lands, this will happen again. Go find Betty in the Veiled Hamlet. Only you can help us because you are the only one wielding both the Glimmer Lantern and the Pandoric Lance. The witches hate that you wield the enemy's lance. They believe it will eventually corrupt you. It is time to convince the witches that you can use the lance to do good. Go talk to Betty at the Witches' Hamlet. Will do. But first, potions. You, Arya, was it? My name is Martha. We've literally met. You have shown us that you care about all living beings equally. It is time you learn about another one of the Saltus Coven's efforts, or should I say, our desperate attempts at controlling the damage done by the blight. Too many beasts have already fallen ill because of the blight. Sometimes we're lucky we find them early on in their illness. We're doing all we can to find a permanent cure, but for now, all we have is a temporary remedy. There's a type of mushroom that grows in this forest that remains unaffected by the blight for some reason. We've learned how to extract the property and make a brew that offers beasts affected by the blight some relief. Go out and bring that mushroom to me. Ooh, forage quest. These pointy guys. These less pointy guys. These will do. Step aside now. The brew will be of great use next time one of us guides an ailing beast to our village. Oh, your wings are so cool. I want a wing cape. And we get to do that on the daily. Next, Betty. Human, the situation has worsened. I hear of the Mars' fearful streak in the distance. They know this land inside and out, even in these times, so something must have happened. Please follow Rebecca. She will guide you to the area. Rebecca, you want to walk any faster than that? One of the babies is hurting. Dude, are you really gonna walk like that the whole way? How far do we gotta go? Honestly, a decent way. We're running. The Mar, it's trapped. This is a bad omen. Not only is the blight gradually spreading, we now see that it can also change shape. When its spores are in high concentration, it can turn into this strange solid shape, almost tree-like. That change can happen instantly and can trap the Mars that live in this forest. Our lanterns are useful against the blighted fog that covers the forest, but once the blight is left unchecked for too long, it becomes an unbreakable barrier against which the witches have no power. Unbreakable, we thought, until we saw that lance the castle folks gave you. I hate that we have to ask you to use the enemy's evil weapons, but we're desperate. Can you please use the lance to free the Mar? Don't gotta ask me twice. Is it, it's not only one, is it? Oh, I guess it was only one. Okay. What a relief. Now this Mar is free again. I don't want to know what happens if we don't free them. I don't have anything else available, so I guess we are down to dailies. Yep. Alright, down to 4 dailies. These new ones still give us 50. Looking at the board. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything, but I wanted to record just in case. I'm so glad that I did! I'm so glad I was recording! Because it... Okay. So today is Saturday. I just got through all of my reputation for the witches and the nobles. And as soon as I finished that, it kind of jumped me right into a quest. So be prepared for that if you are not ready to continue into the quest. So let's get through with the quest. Hello, Arya. Please look for me when you can. I would like to discuss something with you. Or I guess it was technically like a done and completed. But let's go find Ilorderish. Thank you for all the work you've done. You've already started making a difference, and you've helped so many beasts, but this is only just the beginning. And we cannot do more unless the castle folk and the solstice witches accept to work together. We need to ask them if they agree to meet and make peace. Maybe we can finally put an end to their conflict. Please try to convince Abigail and Marguerite to meet at Trude's hut. Alright, so a daughter with doubts and running out of time. Let's grab these both. Please, if anyone can convince Marguerite to meet the witches, it's you, Arya. No one else in the castle will agree to this. I get boots! You need to convince Abigail to meet with the castle folk, Arya. She has grown to trust you, and she is the only one who might listen to reason. Oh, but you don't give me boots. Huzzah! What, you want us to agree to a truce with the castle folk, just because they've taken in a few beasts? I already know the rest of the coven is not ready to trust them. We've heard it before. The last promise they made ended with a witch hunt. To them, we're just evil things. But we're running out of time. Our magic is getting weaker by the day. Soon the veil will be torn and it'll be too late, so I have to try. I have a bad feeling about this, but sooner or later this madness has to stop. I'll be at Trude's hut. Ooh, easy enough. Alright, to Marguerite. Meeting with Abigail, the witches have wanted nothing but to destroy my family and my people. The war has caused so much suffering. You guys caused the suffering! But this suffering has to stop now. You are right. Let us talk, as long as the witches also want peace. Also, there are difficult things in my family's history that I've had many questions about, but Father refuses to discuss those with me. Thanks to you, I intend to find out the truth. Ever since you arrived, you have given me the courage to question my heritage. This is a modest token of what our friendship means to me. Thank you, Arya. Boots! Although I fear the consequences, I trust you fully, Arya. I will be at Trude's hut to speak with Abigail. Let us hope for lasting peace. To Trude's hut? To Trude's hut? I need to see these boots. Hold on. Before I go into the Death Forest. Ooh, these are fancy. They got little dots on the back of them. Oh, they got spats! And pearl buttons. How cute. Thanks for convincing both Marguerite and Abigail to meet up here. Let us wait here. What? Why is it so hard to read? I'm too excited that it's making it hard to read. Thank you for convincing both Marguerite and Abigail to meet us here, Arya. Let us wait here. I can do this. I can read. I can read words. Thank you for convincing both Marguerite and Abigail to meet up here, Arya. Let us wait here. They're on their way. You braved the blight. This is kind of cool. Abigail, you've changed so much since the last time we met. We're not children anymore, Marguerite. We're way past the point of playing games. I agree. Perhaps we can find some common ground and stop fighting each other. After all, we both want humans and beasts to be safe, and we both want to avoid a new war. We never wanted that war. Your Duke didn't give us a choice. Father wants nothing but to protect his subjects from any threat. He will never agree to a truce unless your coven lifts the blight, that horrible curse you cast on these lands. Curse? Huh. If you still believe your house is innocent and that this is all our fault, then so be it. Next time you see him, maybe ask your beloved father about the sixth hammer. What's the sixth hammer? The sixth hammer? What? I don't know what to say. Well, too bad. Mercy was right. This was a waste of time. No, it's not a waste of time. We're getting to the lore. I was wrong. She has not changed. All she's after is revenge. I mean, you killed her people. I get it. I know you had good intentions, Arya, but we are enemies, and nothing can change that. That is lies. This is a game about friendship. I will meet you back at the castle. Goodbye for now. We can't pause here. We've got a whole second act to get through. Alright. Alas, we were not successful. I'm afraid they will both need more time before they're ready to accept working together. Otherwise, we will never get rid of the blight. It is time I show you the lonely beacon. Meet me there. I did not expect, like, a whole long quest line. I really thought that it was going to be a quest and then be like, okay, pause here, and then we will come back to this in 2 months. But no, we've got lore. We've got story. This is our life warden. We call it the Lonely Beacon. In these lands, it is our sole protector. The lantern trees, the wandering seeds, and even the witch's magic, they all come from here. I asked you to come here so that you could sense it too. We still do not know how the blight came to be, but we know sooner or later the blight will slowly start spreading. That's horrible. What can we do to prevent that? I wish I wasn't behind a plant. The beasts, how can we make sure they will be safe? You are already doing the right thing, making sure they are safe from the blight. Please do not give up hope, continuing to care for the beast and repelling the blight wherever you can. Little by little, I know you will change their hearts. Okay, Ilwoodrish. Keep up the good work. One day, I know your efforts will bear fruit. There's always a glimmer of hope, even in the darkest times. Ooh! Haha! I was right! This is the Blight Progression Board. It shows your efforts to unite factions behind a common goal, protecting all living creatures from the Blight. Complete daily and weekly tasks from both factions in Marchenghast in order to gain reputation and obtain new items. Check this board regularly to view your current progress, and don't forget to claim your well-deserved items. Cool, 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 cool. I wonder if this board is going to be in both places. But first, let's check the witches one. Whoa! Ooh, this is so cool. Okay, so you get points. Oh, this is cool as heck. Okay, so from what I understand, we are going to unlock these one at a time. So, like, when I get 350 points, I'll be able to get this tail decoration, and then whatever the next value of points is, I'll be able to get this head decoration, going all the way down, getting each and every one of these items. That's very cool. That is so exciting. Okay, so we have this blighted set. We get a hairstyle. We get makeup. These sick pants. Oh, I'm so ready for this. This is awesome. Ah, Arya, it's been a while. Let's talk. That meeting at Trude's hut was doomed to fail. Clearly, Marguerite's still clinging to their old beliefs, and even if she's really sincere, she'll never stand up to the Duke. But I don't blame you and Ilwoodrish for trying. I can see you're trying to improve things around here. The rest of the coven was furious that I even talked to the enemy without consulting them. I thought they were going to banish me. I wouldn't be the first one. But the sisters have all seen your hard work. You keep showing up, you care for the beast, and you assist on our rituals. They can't deny that. To be honest, you give me a lot to think about. About our hatred for the castle folk, the wars, and everything else. I don't know what to believe anymore. But it is what it is. Either way, we still need your help. All of us are working hard to study the blight, and we're getting tired. I guess I'm just trying to say thank you, Arya. That you've continued to make yourself useful around here, it means a lot to me. We know you're sincere and dependable, Arya. From the beginning, you chose to trust and understand us. So it's only fair we give you something in return. All the sisters have agreed to tell you the truth about the veil. Hoo hoo hoo. I know you have a lot of questions. Who's to blame for the blight? Who started the war? What is the veil? In short, what went so horribly wrong here? Unfortunately, I don't have all of the answers, but I can explain about the veil. You'll get why it matters. I'm honored you trust me, Abigail. Don't get ahead of yourself, but you're not my enemy. I know that much. You've seen and felt the veil before. It was the first time you came to Marchenghast from Jorvik. Guess you had a strange feeling when you went through it? Wait, you should see it with your own eyes. Meet me at the drawbridge just outside of the castle. Wait, you can... Can she just teleport to anywhere in Jorvik at will? Oh, it must be that weird bubble near the drawbridge, but Luciana didn't seem aware of it. Oh shoot, Luciana! She's been so curious about Marchenghast for ages, and I haven't even talked to her since Cape West. Once things have calmed down here, I'll gotta tell her everything I've learned. I don't really want to... Well, I guess I really don't want to run there. But I'm going to be running there anyway. I'm just going to go to Marchenghast. Marguerite has a quest for... Wait, is Marguerite's quest different? Well, whatever. I started with Abigail. There you are. I don't want to stick around too long, so I won't beat around the bush. The veil is an extremely powerful spell, and it was us, the witches of the Saltus Coven, who cast it. Too powerful, even. It forms a sort of magical barrier around the whole Marchenghast lands and separates us from the rest of Jorvik. We're all inside the veil for now, the castle folk, the whole forest, every living being in it. Simply put, the spell strongly slows down the passage of time for these lands. In fact, time has almost stopped for us, and I think it's been a while. So you're going to ask, why on earth did the Saltus sisters do such a thing? What was our goal? When the blight appeared out of nowhere, it very quickly infected plants, animals, and people. It was spreading like wildfire. We didn't know what to do. It was awful to see those beasts suffering. We had to do something to protect them. Anything. Oh. So we combined all the energy we had and cast our veil magic in a desperate attempt to erase the blight. And we failed. The only thing we did was slow it down, and it came at a huge cost for us. Since then, we've done our best to care for the beasts. A whole area almost frozen in time. I guess it must be hard to believe. We're in the early 21st century of Jorvik. What year is it for you? Wait, what about the nobles? Does Marguerite know? I knew it. Since something was off. I'm going to say 21st century. No idea. We don't use the same calendar as the outside world. Oh, one more thing. We usually cast that spell to hide things in plain sight, like our Hamlet, so we think it may have had some ripple effect in Jorvik. Wait, it had a ripple effect in Jorvik? What stuff is hiding in Jorvik that we can't see? I don't know. We're going to find out. But the fact that you were able to hear Ilwodrash's call for help and come here proves one thing. The veil is getting weaker, and that would explain why the blight is growing stronger again. If we don't do anything, soon it'll be too late. But we can't give in to fear, alright? A few of us are preparing for the worst. There's not much else you can do for now, besides keep up the good work. Let's go back to the Hamlet. By the way, Arya, since I made you come all the way back here, I guess I should transport you back with me. Unless you'd rather stay here? No, please take me back. Wait, you could have transported me all along? Close your eyes. It can be a little disorienting the first time. Ooh. That's it. Now you know how we ended up in this situation. Yay! Okay, so because we've leveled up with the Saltis Witches, we can continue now on the level 5 track. Whatever happens in the future, the blight is still causing immense suffering to the beasts here and now. If you're up for it, there's one more thing you can do to help us. Go to Truth's hut and meet Diana, one of our sisters. A lot of Mar usually nest there, so that's probably where you'll find her. Diana has a special bond with the Mar, and they're often the only company she keeps. Sometimes she's gone from the Hamlet for days. I'm so happy to see she has such a deep connection with the beasts. After all, that connection is the same reason why the first sisters formed our coven. But the last couple of years have been tough on all of us. And since then, Diana has spent more and more time away, so I'm a little worried about her. Can you go to Truth's hut and make sure she's fine? Also check if she needs any help with the Mar, please. I smell a new daily. Hi, hello there. My name is Diana. I'm a Greenwing in the Saltis Coven. I've heard good things about you, Arya. The Mar, aren't they gorgeous? They fly so freely out here, especially because we're away from that poisonous fog. I could listen to them for hours. Sometimes they talk about a time I can barely imagine. What brings you here? Are you also here to visit the Mar? Oh, can you understand them? Me too. Really? Wonderful. I spent years learning their language, you know. Even when I was a child, that was always my dream. I always see them collect wandering seeds and bring them back to their nests, but lately few of them have been turning up in the nests. I'm worried they might be lost in the forest or worse. You seem to at least understand some of them, Arya, right? Then you can sense why they're so important to the forest and to us. Could you please help me? Race through the forest and find them, and they'll follow your lantern. Ooh, it's a race! Please help find the Mar and I guess it's not a race. Please help the Mar find their way back here. We can't let them stay out there. Are you ready? I hope your glimmer lantern will guide the Mar safely back here. Oh, so it is a race. Oh, good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just got lost in the music. Oh, cutesy. Aw, that's cute. And we also get some glimmers in case we ran out. Really cute. You ride with such grace, thank you. I'm forever grateful, and so are the Mar, it seems. Cool, now we have a daily version. Let's quickly go back to the hamlet and see if there's any other quests before we go talk to Marguerite. I guess I don't even need to do that, because I can just... Yeah, okay, catch up with Marguerite. To the castle. Ah, Arya, a welcome sight as always. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed. One could even say you are building quite a reputation. Funny, Marguerite. More importantly, because they're growing used to seeing beasts around, my people seem to be less afraid of them. Not all of them, though. I never thought I would live to see the day where beasts would walk the castle grounds once more. However, there's still much to do. I had this gnawing feeling ever since meeting with Abigail and what she said about my family's past, the Sixth Hammer and the Blight. Can it be true that the witches did not cause the Blight? If not them, who? Yesterday, I finally mustered the courage to voice my doubts with Father. When he heard I had met with the witch, I had never seen him so angry. He said I was being reckless and putting our people in danger. If I disobeyed his orders again, he would have me locked up. Alas, his hatred for the witches and the beast runs deep. Am I fooling myself? Can we even trust the witches? Regardless, these last few days have confirmed what I have suspected for a long time. The witches know far more about the truth than I do, and so does Father. It matters not now. I have come to rely on you very much, Arya. Will you stay by my side as I search for the truth about my family? I cannot help but think that something much darker has been hidden from me. There are shameful chapters in my family's history, and I have started doubting what I was taught. About witches, about beasts, and about what went on within the castle walls themselves before the war. I have spoken to our scholars and read every book I can find in the library to no avail. Therefore, we have no choice but to sneak into my father's personal archives. Yes! Breaking and entering! Crimes in Star Stable! The only place I was not able to access our father's personal archives in the main keep. That's where he keeps his most precious books. When Abigail spoke about the Sixth Hammer, it reminded me of a book I saw once. I think it was called The Hammer of Witches. Perhaps we can find answers in that book. I hate to rely so much on you, but could you please give it a try? Perhaps you can find a way in or convince the guards to let you enter. Books? You got it. I'll be in and out before the Duke notices. Marvelous. I'm counting on you. I hope it'll help us understand this conflict better. I hope you understand why I cannot go myself. I do not think it would be wise of me to enter the archives myself in these circumstances. Opposing my father publicly, I shudder to imagine the consequences. In any case, please be careful. I've snuck past GED multiple times. I'm sure I can handle these guys. State your business. I'd like to request access to enter His Highness's archives. There's something I'd like to check in the archives. Okay, I'd like to request access. We are under strict orders from the Highness himself. He has forbidden anyone from entering the archives. Who sent you? Was it Lady Marguerite? Know that a duke is most vexed with her. Please, it's very important. It could prevent another war. Yes, Lady Marguerite sent me, so please let me through. It could help prevent another war, because I'm sure these guys don't want to see war again. Look, the Duke said no exceptions. I know you were just trying to help, but bringing beasts into the castle? That's not right. What if one of them goes rabid again and attacks someone? And if those evil witches want another war, let them come. We're ready to defend our home. Now be gone with you. Did I fail? Alright, that was rude. Yeah, for real. Let's go take a look around the main keep. There's got to be another way in. Secret tunnel? Secret tunnel. No way I can climb that. How about we build an elevator? It would rock these people's world. Yeah, what if I stack 3 ladders and... No, that wouldn't be safe. Telling you. We just gotta take the Dino Valley elevator and push it over here. Huh, there really is no way in at all. This is new. Let's go back to Marguerite and see if she has any ideas. No one can enter the archives. Why would Father do that? As I feared, he would not go to such lengths unless there was an important secret he desperately wanted to protect. I wonder if this has to do with the abandoned Bailey. It has been unused for decades, but if that's the case, why can no one enter it? Can we go to the Bailey? This is quite troubling for me. I require some time to reflect upon this. But I know one thing. From now on, I shall listen to my own feelings more and act accordingly. Alright, she got more quests, so she didn't need that much time to think. You and I are doing the right thing, and I am certain of it. And I know we can count on Hans to help us improve the well-being of the beast, now more than ever. Han inspires me to be brave. For years, he fought our old prejudices against beasts, and even stood up to his own duke before the war. We have to continue caring for the beasts that need us, day after day, and thanks to your efforts, I hope we will slowly change people's minds. The other day, when Hans brought up a request with me, I answered that he could count on you for help. Could you please have a word with him? He will be in Gertrude's alleyway as usual. To Hans! Oh look, here's the tutorial book for Marchenghast Castle. Hello, Hans! Guten Tag, Arya. Has Lady Marguerite sent you? No, back up out of your face. Oh, level up. Lady Marguerite came to see me the other day. She just wanted to thank me for doing the right thing. But we're not doing nearly enough, Your Highness, I said, and she agreed. It is a relief that people like Lady Marguerite and yourself sharing my views on beasts and speaking up. But what matters is what we do, not what we say. Our treatment of beasts has been nothing short of disgraceful. Thanks to you, Arya, some people are starting to change their minds a little, but it's about time. You know, last night I heard a Waldfingren howl in pain just outside the castle. It was heartbreaking. How can anyone just see them as monsters? They're just magical beasts suffering under the blight, just like us. We are the people of Marchenghast, and it is our duty to help our neighbors. Together, we have to do our best to treat it. Arya, find the beast in the forest and bring it back here. In the meantime, I will ask our veterinarian for some poultice or ointment. Yes, I will go help the big baby. The castle folk are gonna have a hoot with this one. Oh, poor baby. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We're gonna go. We're going to the castle. You're not gonna pass out, huh, are you? Well, that's good at least. No, oh, just kidding. You are gonna pass out very quickly, as it turns out. Do not be alarmed, castle folk. It is just a humble Waldfingren who is a little narcoleptic, so just, you know, be mindful. Don't be underneath him. Can you fit through that, buddy? Oh, very narrowly. Okay, good to know that these castle walls were built with Waldfingren in mind. Okay, buddy, we're here. We're here. Okay, you figured it out. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby, don't move. Poor creature, the blight has really taken a toll on it as I feared. Here, Arya, take this salve. According to our veterinarian, it'll clean the wound and soothe the pain. How about you first look for the wound itself? Inspect its tail. That's not it. Your tail seems fine. Its paw? Nothing wrong with your paw. Its shell? I don't see anything wrong with your shell. And its head. Oh, you seems like you're having trouble focusing your eyes. Found it! Treat. Oh, cutesy baby. Oh, you're okay, buddy. Oh my god, you're so cute. I just want to squish you. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you, Arya. Without you, who knows what would have happened to this poor creature. With the salve I gave you, you'll be able to treat their wounds, and now I know I can count on you. I will return this Waldfingren to the forest for now. Since we could not enter the archives, I resorted to a more direct approach. I confronted Father yesterday and inquired about the abandoned Bailey. His reaction was brutal and alarming. I could barely recognize my own father behind all that rage. It was as if he was a different person. Now, he knows what I'm after, but I care not. You and I shall get into that place today, whether he approves of it or not. Ooh! Exciting! The abandoned Bailey, it's the closed-off area to the east part of the castle. According to historians, it used to be a dungeon in the Middle Ages, but it closed over a century ago. I have managed to obtain a key to the gate, however, it is blocked by petrified blight stronger than I have ever seen. I was unable to break it myself. Stronger blight? I have a bad feeling about this. What about the archive? Yeah, what about the archives? I kind of want to see what's there. The archives will only inform us about the past. I am much more worried about the present. Whatever is in the abandoned Bailey is more important than anything else right now. Come on, let's ride to the gate. I have wasted too much time being afraid. Okay. I'm just gonna speed along. Sorry, Marguerite. Oh, it wasn't this gate? What gate are you trying to go to? I guess I should follow you. But I'm not gonna. Are you sleeping now? Oh my goodness, look at the sleepy baby. That or you're injured again. I can't tell. Wait! What? This gate? That is the gate. As you can see, the petrified blight looks different from the fossils that we've seen before. Would you mind taking a closer look at it? Don't mind if I freaking do. Whoa, that stuff's crazy. This gives me a strange feeling. It almost seems alive. In any case, we absolutely need to get rid of it before it's too late. Yes, kill the blight. Can I just get my little magic Lancey Lance? So you're confirmed what I fear. The blight is growing stronger day after day, even within the castle walls. Arya, it's high time we make your magic lance stronger. Oh, heck yeah. Shouldn't we improve your lance instead? I mean, no. I want a stronger lance. I cannot explain exactly how it can be done, but Ernst is the best blacksmith in all of Marchenghast. I trust him. In my research, I found some old scrolls. Our blacksmith wrote that the mage who shared his secrets with us made sure we could only use a fraction of that Pandoric energy. So they believed they could harness the power of the shards more efficiently by reforging them. Ernst knows what I know, so please speak with him at the forge. I am staying here. I am not going anywhere until I've seen what is behind that gate. Cool! Hello, ill if it isn't Arya. I keep seeing you riding past here helping out. There's not much I appreciate more than a hard worker. Ah, the look on your face. What's the matter? The blight is growing stronger and spreading in the castle. Marguerite needs you to improve my lance. Can we improve my lance without another shard? Let's name drop Marguerite. I would do anything for Lady Marguerite. The other day she showed me an old scroll. It was about improving magic lances without using any shards. No one has tried this for centuries, but we will do our best. Don't worry. I will guide you the whole time. Conrad has prepared me for this. Forge. Anvil. Water. Anvil. Water. Forge. Oh, use the forge again. And again. Well, I mean, yeah, we completely cooled it off in the water. Now we gotta heat it back up again. Water. Water. We did it. Well done. Now let me finish this up for you. Ooh. I wish I could have seen the before and after. I guess I can go look at my videos. Some beautiful work, if I dare say so myself. A pity that we need it because of such desperate times. Ooh, another cutscene. Yay! I love this animation. It's so silly. Oh my gosh. Wait, why can't we get that emote regularly? Oh, that was so cute. A word of advice before you leave. If you ever cross paths with the Duke, never say anything about this magic lance we forged you. The situation is bad enough as it is. If you ask me, Lady Marguerite is our only hope. It'll be hard, but I know she will lead us to brighter days. Run along now, and please don't let anything happen to her. Come on, Rocket, let's return to Marguerite. Time to find out what's in the abandoned Bailey. Impressive work as always. I knew I could count on you and Ernst to make your Pandoric lance stronger. I'm afraid of what we will find on the other side. Whatever Father wanted to keep secret, let us see the truth for ourselves at last. If you manage to rid us of the petrified blight that blocks the passage, it will unlock the gate. First, let's destroy the fragments. And zoom, zoom, zoom to the door. Your turn, Marguerite. Open it. Right, it's time. Are you ready? Yeah, I've been dying to see what's on the other side of this door for ages. Ooh, medieval torture devices. This by Aideen. We must face it. Come on, Arya. Ooh. Cages, spikes, bones, this horrendous stench. I have no words. What exactly happened here? What kind of person could keep beasts in these horrible cages? Someone belonging to my lineage, I'm afraid. All of these beasts were hunted, caged, tortured, killed even. Did those people do this out of hatred or fear, or was it only for sport? Their reasons do not matter when the result is this. Maybe the blight happened because you guys were killing all the animals and nature intervened. This is barbaric. Father, how could you allow such a thing? Is that insinuating there was a mama and a baby? That's really awful. I need to cry too, my guy. Mutiny? Mutiny for the throne? Kill the Duke? I appreciate you giving me time to gather my spirits, Arya. I was not prepared for this cruelty. That my ancestors used to hunt and mistreat beasts is a known part of our history. However, that tradition was supposed to have been abandoned a long time ago. But this is recent, and it took place right under our noses. How could I have been so blind? I have had enough, Arya. Enough of my father, of his secrets, of cruel games. I refuse to be a coward like him, hiding away in his keep. What are you gonna do? Yeah, you tell him! Yeah, you tell him. You can count on me. All this time, I thought the witches were the only ones to blame, when my family is also guilty of so many sins. It is no wonder the witches wanted revenge. Is this why they started the war? Is this why even the beasts attacked us? I cannot repair all the damage that has been done, however, I will do everything in my power to change things, no matter the consequences. Sooner or later, I will have to face him. Thank you for helping me be courageous, Arya. We shall speak again soon. Anyways, let's go back to the Veiled Hamlet and talk to Abigail. Hello, Arya. Nice to see you again. There's something I want to tell you. Look, you have to realize how hard it is for us to rely on outsiders. We've been burned too many times, but you've done so much good here, we all know it. Thank you so much. Know that I trust you, Arya. I trust you with my life. Are you okay with me helping the nobles too? I mean, that is an excellent question. I guess so. I've thought about it a lot, and I understand why you're helping both sides. You're doing what no one else can do. Everything that has happened recently, the war, the blight, all of our lost sisters, it's been really tough, you know. But I was taught to hide how I felt. But you've opened my eyes, Arya. Thanks to you, I see that she was wrong and that we were all wrong. Now I know I'm allowed to have emotions and ask for help, and that doesn't make me weak. On the contrary. So I want to open up with you and tell you about the history of the forest and the castle. You and I are going to a place called the Old Watchtower. Maybe you've already seen it in the forest before and wondered why it's closed off. Well, that watchtower used to belong to us, not the castle folk. There was another hamlet there. It was way before my time, long before the last war and the blight. There were a lot more witches back then. I've always refused to go there. I couldn't handle it, but I think it's time. The more I think about it, the more it feels right to visit the old watchtower with you. We both need to see it. I think I need you there with me, Arya. Ooh, we get a hat! I'll ask Gilwoodrich to come with us. They and I have talked about what's there so many times. This means a lot to the Mar, too. The old watchtower is west of here, on the other side of the forest, not far from the castle. You'll see why. We're unlocking both of the areas today? Oh my goodness, we're gonna get all the stars. Whoa! Oh my god, that was epic! That was seamless. That it just kind of like picked up the camera and just like let me keep going. I don't think I could have controlled myself, but like that was so cool. I was not expecting that. Here we are. This is harder than I thought. I'm not ready. When our ancestors were forced to leave this place, they cast a spell to preserve a history and culture. I guess they were hoping to come back here sooner or later. But they never did. No Mar or human has entered this tower for a very long time, but we are here with you, Abigail. Thank you both. Alright, let's go. The passage is blocked. What do we do? Is this the same veil as the one by the drawbridge? Not really. It looks similar because it's rooted in the same telluric magic, but it's a different spell. Our ancestors sealed this entrance using a password, just one word. It was passed down to my mother, then to me, until today I couldn't bear seeing this place for myself. What once was hidden will now be revealed. Friend. Oh. Oh my god, this is another cute animation. Looking backwards. Abigail, what's wrong? I'm imagining how they must have felt, being driven out of your home just because the enemy wants your kind gone. This was the largest witch hunt ever. The House of Marchenghast was allied with the Sixth Hammer, and they went after us with all their might. But it doesn't matter who started it. Over the course of history, witches have done so many horrible things to them too. This scroll shows how life used to be. There used to be flying dragons? It's incredible that it's been so well preserved after all this time, so the stories you and I know, they're true. According to our legends, a group of people came to Jorvik sometime after the fall of the Roman Empire. They rejected society and settled on this saltus, or forested hill in Latin. They chose to devote their lives to beasts and over time learned how to harness telluric magic. Witches, Mar, Waldfingren, Nykus, Fendworm, Notzarin, and many more beasts. They all lived together for centuries. When the House of Marchenghast settled on Jorvik, they built a castle you see today, but all they did was build on what existed before, a sort of sanctuary for witches and beasts. Every stone that you see in the castle's foundation was carefully carved and laid by a sister to stand the test of time. The same rocks were used to build this watchtower and our huts. But in the end, we lost the sanctuary. Let's continue. I want to see the hamlet where my ancestors lived. Nice that this place isn't affected by the blight. I grew up hearing tales about this view. Can you even picture how the forest used to be before the blight? Oh, I guess there is blight. Marchenghast Forest. Witches and beasts had a different name for it, you know. We called it Serene Forest. Serene Forest. It must have been a vibrant and stunning place. Although the watchtower itself was closed, some of my kind have reclaimed this hamlet and built new nests. At least it has become a home again. Ilwoodrish speaks in a beast tongue with other Mar. You don't understand what they say, but they seem overjoyed to see each other. I feel sad, angry, and relieved all at once. The witches that had to flee this hamlet, they never got to feel the hope I'm feeling now, thanks to you, Arya. But truth be told, we're just as much to blame for this as the nobles. They persecuted us during the witch hunts, but my ancestors stopped at nothing to try and harm them as well. Nothing. The beasts have things to atone for as well. Centuries of aggression and violence, all for nothing. Hey, look at what I just found in the hamlet. This hat is different from yours, Abigail. Take it. Oh, thank you, Ilwoodrish. It's so beautiful. Imagine this. One of my ancestors wore it. Who knows? Maybe it dates back to the sanctuary. But I think you should get to keep it, Arya. Not me. Where would I be without you? I don't want to know. Please, it'll mean a lot to me if you accept it. See it as a symbol of our friendship. I'm going to need some time on my own after all of this. We'll talk soon, alright? Alright. Oh, bye, Abigail. Yay! Fancy hat! I'm still in shock about what we've discovered, Arya. I have given this a lot of thought, and this is what I've decided. I shall speak with Abigail and Ilwoodrish once again, and apologize on behalf of the people of Marchenghast. I once said that nothing can change the fact that we are all enemies, but things are completely different now. However, I do not think that me riding in the witch's hamlet would be appropriate. If anyone can convince Abigail to give me another chance, it's you, Arya. You've helped both sides after all. Please tell her that I know the truth about the abandoned Bailey, and that I would like to apologize. I found out some things thanks to Abigail, too. Start with what you learned about the Veil or the Watchtower. Watchtower. Oh, I appreciate your honesty. Very well, let's hear it. Ooh. You explained to Marguerite what you know. Are you sure? I can hardly believe it all. Here the year is 1823, and you're saying that the rest of Jorvik is living in the early 21st century? What does that mean for us? Are we safe? So the witches cast a protective spell to slow down the blight, and we all thought the witches created it. And about the old watchtower, I didn't know that our castle was built on a former witch sanctuary and that we drove them out. Come to think of it, it explains a lot why the foundations look so much older than the rest of the castle, yet another part of our history that has been obscured. When this is all over, I will have to find a way to tell my people about all of this. Father has kept us all in the dark like our ancestors before him. But first, I must make things right with Abigail. It's my duty to take the first step and make a sincere offer for peace between our people. Please ask her to meet with me. I shall wait for her at Trude's hut. Damn, she took that all really well. Marguerite wants to meet and apologize? Huh, that's unexpected. To be honest, I'm worried this won't be different from last time. It seems Marguerite is really trying, but I doubt she can change things over there. And my sisters are not loving my efforts. They say I'm too lenient with the enemy. Do you know what she wants to say? Is there anything you can tell me? We found a secret area in the castle where people did horrible things to beasts. We told her about the veil and why the witch cast it. It's not my place to explain. Well, I mean, if I explain the witch's side, I might as well explain the castle people's side. Oh, yes, that one. Must have been a horrible sight. Let's hear her out then. Ilwoodrish will be there too. I'll meet you at Trude's hut. Why can't you just take me with you? Just take me with you. Fine. I'll run. You did it. Thank you all for agreeing to meet with me, and thank you for making this even possible, Arya. Let's not waste any time. Ilwudrush, Abigail, I wish to apologize for how our previous meeting went. Apologize for what exactly? We are listening, Marguerite. My words were not my own, they were my father's. For too long I believed what I was taught. Evidently, I knew nothing about what was really going on in the heart of the castle. I did not know that my house's history was built on secrets and lies. Arya and I saw the abandoned Bailey. I cannot even begin to describe the horrors we found there. It was sickening. According to our history, those barbaric practices ended centuries ago, but some of my people never stopped. They merely continued behind closed doors, unbeknownst to most. Then you know why we started the war. When we found out about that dungeon, all we felt was pure rage. For decades, only a few people were allowed to enter. The Duke. I saw him. He was among them, Marguerite. I know. I wish I had opened my eyes sooner, but remorse cannot undo what has been done. This will not be my family's legacy. Abigail, we shall do better from now on. I want to work for the well-being of us all, humans and beasts alike. Thank you for your honesty, but before we go on, I also have to tell you the truth. I don't want a future based on secrets and lies either. What do you mean? I claimed your house didn't give us a choice, but that's not true. We had plenty of choices over the course of history. My ancestors willingly chose hatred and war. You know about the sanctuary. For centuries, witches and beasts lived where your castle stands today. Until my house came and took over the sanctuary by force. No, at first it is believed your house offered us some form of coexistence. But the Coven found the nobles' offer unacceptable and rejected any form of compromise or cooperation. The nobles saw us as inferior beings. To them, we were mere things, incapable of feeling anything, so the beasts and witches had to leave the sanctuary. But over time, resentment grew into blind hatred. The sisters were ruthless. They would have done anything to wipe out your people. I am truly sorry for all the harm we have caused. I'm sure you know about the unexplained disappearances a few decades ago, one of the darkest chapters in the history of my coven. 1758, yes, we know about it quite well. There have been several dark chapters in our history, too. My family and my father worked with the Sixth Hammer and was determined to eradicate every last witch. We also tell ourselves we were determined. Like you, we wanted to win at all costs, even if it meant having blood on our hands. And look where that has led us. However, there is something I must know before I can consider a truce. Tell me the truth, Abigail. Did the Saltus witches cause the blight, yes or no? No, we didn't. Why would we poison our own forest, put beasts in danger? All we know is that the veil is failing, and there are so few of us left, and we're too weak to slow it down. The witches did not create the blight, that is true. We do not know how the blight came to be. What matters is that it's getting stronger. Soon it'll be too late, unless we are ready to compromise and work together. Arya has paved the way for us. They suddenly remembered that I'm here. I see. Then until we find out where it came from, the blight should not be the witch's burden only. After all, it's threatening all of us. Abigail, let me help you, please. So many of my sisters died because of your family. How could I look the others in the eye? But revenge never healed our wounds. Abigail, you and I are putting an end to that suffering today, if you accept. I accept. I need your help, Marguerite. No more war. I accept your offer too. From now on, our only enemy should be the blight. Yay! Friendship! Thank you, Arya. Thanks to your unwavering kindness and hard work, we have achieved the impossible. This is a momentous day for us all. Arya, it's good to see you, and thank you so much for helping us reach a truce with the castle folk. None of this would have happened without you. Between you and me, I'm worried about the Duke's reaction when he finds out his beloved daughter went behind his back, but I don't doubt Marguerite's intentions. Just like us, she only wants to get rid of the blight once and for all, before it's too late. Speaking of which, I think I have a lead on the blight. Marguerite was going to ask the castle scholars to study the blight. Since we last spoke, I've also been looking for a cure, or some sort of solution. At first I found nothing. I was grasping at straws. But then I recalled something. No, not something. Someone. Someone very close to me. Her name was Ruth. When I was a child, our community wasn't exactly thriving, but life was good. But since the war, the blight, and everything else, we have so many huts standing empty. Finding our footing with so many sisters gone while also learning to cope with the blight, it was tough. But that someone, she thought there had to be a way to make our lives easier. She didn't want us to just survive and cope, she wanted us to have a better life. Of course, reaching out to the castle folk was not an option for her. Her hatred for them ran deep. She was stubborn and determined, wanted to figure it out on her own, refused any help. I inherit that from her, I suppose. So she just left our hamlet, left her not certain behind, and forbade us from coming to look after her. That was months ago. I think she settled somewhere deep in the forest to continue her research alone. She wanted to understand all of it, the nature and origin of the blight, its effects on plants, beasts, and humans, as well as how the veil slowed it down. Everything. If anyone knew a way to dispel the blight for good, it was her. I don't think she's alive anymore. Betty reported seeing smoke coming out of the hut atop Ogre's Skull for some time after she left. It had to be her, but there hasn't been any sign of life there for a few months now. I'll mark the location on your map. Let's meet up there. Are we gonna find a dead body? I mean, Star Stable doesn't typically do bodies. Usually they're just, thrown off the edge of a cliff or thrown into a portal or turned into crystals and smashed. No, it can't be. Oh, she's a shadow witch. Oh. I kept hoping. Mother, it's me, Abigail. Watch out, isn't that a shadow witch? It seems she can't hear you, Abigail. Oh, man. Oh, that's devastating. It is. But that shadow witch is also my mother, Ruth. What if she's still in there somewhere? What? She just abandoned her daughter? Seeing her like this? If only I had been able to get her to stay in the hamlet. Mother, was it all really worth it? Being strong no matter what? Always taking revenge? But she's not gone. She can't be. We have to find a way to reach her. I have to try. If she's really gone, we'll never know if she found a cure for the blight. I can't accept that. Maybe we can reach her if we... I got an idea. When she left the hamlet, my mother left most of her stuff behind in wooden crates. Return to the hamlet and look around for crates. There's one with her name on it. Ruth. In the crate, there should be a flute. Please bring it to me. Through an anchor to her former self, and thanks to my magic, we might be able to reach her through all of her anger and grief. It might only work for a moment, but that's all we need. Alright, maybe I shouldn't go that way. The name of the crate is not the one you're looking for. The name on the crate is not the one you're looking for. The name on this crate is faded, but it's undeniably the one you recognize, Ruth. Never seen a flute like this before. I should bring this back to Abigail. You found it. Good. This flute was her most cherished possession. It was passed down through generations. She herself got it from her mother. She taught me how to play it when I was a child. It was some of the happiest times we ever spent together. After we're gone, a part of ourselves still lives on in the objects we and our loved ones hold dear, so if my magic can echo that memory, maybe I can draw out a fragment of her. Mother, listen. Oh. Do you see that? Her eyes. Did it work? Mother, it's me. Can you hear me? She does. It really worked. Mother, I don't know what to say. I hate you and all your stupid principles. You kept saying you'd rather die than make peace with our enemy. Well, you never listened. But if you're still in there, I beg you, I need your help. We're trying to find a way to stop the blight. Not just stave it off this time, but erase it, like you always wanted. I tried to find answers in the notes you left at the hamlet, but I failed, and now you're gone. It looks like she wants us to follow her. Follow her? Through the blight? Can you see where she's heading? Please follow her. I don't have my lantern, but I can transport myself once you're there. Ooh, this is an area that I found, a little while ago. That's one of her journals, but I've never seen that one before. And this cave, it's so isolated and so deep into the blight. This is where she spent her last few weeks? Arya, let's take a look. What's in it? I don't know, it's hard to read. The writing is all chicken scratch. The few sentences I can read don't make much sense. Why did you guide us here, Mother? What did you find? This journal has to contain the answers we're looking for. I know it. A cure for the blight. She wouldn't have led us to it if there wasn't a reason. We need to take this back to the hamlet. I'm sure we'll be able to interpret it. Mother, thank you. But all your research, all the time you spent here up until the very end, it won't be in vain, I promise. Goodbye, Mother. It's a weird feeling to show someone how I really feel for once, Arya. Thank you for being here with me and for letting me be vulnerable for a moment. But enough of that. We know what to do. Meet me at the Veiled Hamlet and let's dig into this. So, what does your mother's journal say? Lots of disjointed notes on her findings, but also a lot of rambling. Sadly, it's not the good news we're hoping for. This is what she wrote in one of the last entries. It's a thing, not alive, plague. Sucks the life out of trees and beasts, no mind of its own as far as I can see. But also it changes over time. It grows, it can't predict where. Roots run far and deep underground. The heartbeat? So she never discovered the true nature of the blight, or if she did, she didn't get the chance to write it down. But that's not all. This is the very last entry. Listen. What the blight touches, it corrupts. Potions only work in early stages. Over time becomes a permanent part of you, eternal. The veil can slow it down, even freeze it, but nothing can erase it fully. It's part of the forest now, keeps growing, will spread to Jorvik next. Permanent, eternal, it'll always keep spreading? So if we don't do something soon, the lands beyond Marchenghast, the whole of Jorvik, nothing will be safe. I need to study my mother's notes closer, Arya. We shouldn't panic just yet. I think we still have some time. Please keep helping everyone in the hamlet. We need it now more than ever. Reaching out and a token of gratitude. Wait, one more thing. I think you should go to the castle and talk to Marguerite. She and Ilwoodridge need to know what we found. No more secrets and lies, right? You need to tell her everything we learned in my mother's journal. That we can't remove the blight, only suspend it. That means we need everyone living inside the Veil to pull their weight, both in the castle and out here. Marguerite knows, but what do the rest of them think? How many of them will follow her? And who knows, maybe their scholars can also come up with something that would help the beast or be good to the forest. Good luck, Arya, and be careful out there. And then the other quest. Mother's notes, the blight, that's the only thing I will focus on from now on. We still need your help too, Arya, and I have something to tell you. After everything you've done for us and the beast, the Saltus Coven will allow you to take part in one of our traditions, making offerings. Even in the darkest times, we witches always hold on to our ancient traditions as hard as we can in order to keep our culture alive, but it's also a way for us to feel connected to nature and to each other. Arya, please accept this initiation as a token of our gratitude and a symbol of the bond we share. But don't go around thinking this makes you a sister of the Coven, alright? It's not that easy. Actually, don't thank me for allowing you to take part in our tradition. Believe it or not, it was Mercy who made the proposal to the Coven. At first, she was by far the most mistrustful. Of you, of the castle folk, of any outsiders. She and I kept arguing, but you turned her around in the end. Go to her now, she's expecting you. Hello, Arya. Here you are, I have something to say. I was certain that sooner or later you'd start fearing or ignoring us, or even betray us. What did you have to gain from helping us or caring for the beasts? But I've heard about your tireless efforts, and I've seen your dedication with the Ritual of Shadows, day after day. By the Vala, how wrong was I? Let's get started now. To show our sisters that you belong with us now, I'd like to teach you another one of our traditions. Has anyone told you how we honor the Lonely Beacon? I should probably make sure that I'm currently getting experience with them and that I don't have to talk to Marguerite first. Okay, good. Yes, I am. For generations, our Life Warden tree has always protected and guided us. It let us borrow its seeds to strengthen our magic and live on these lands. Without it, we would have never survived the blight, so we make offerings to the Lonely Beacon as a sign of gratitude in hopes that it will never stop protecting us. But this tradition is more than that. It's not done out of self-interest. It can be very personal, a healing ritual, and every sister can do it the way they want. You offer what you can, herbs, flowers, food, anything. It doesn't have to be anything of value, but usually it'll be things you cherish. If you wish to take part, go around the hamlet and ask the other sisters if they have any offerings for today, then bring them to the Lonely Beacon. This is one of our most sacred traditions. By now, I know you will treat it as such. Come back here once you've made the offering. Whoops, I did not mean to click into the shop, but I guess I just needed to get close. Thank you for bringing these for me. I hope the Life Warden tree will accept our offerings. I hope the tree will appreciate these as much as I have. This is what I've collected, thanks. Alright, and place the offerings at the Lonely Beacon. Interesting that this is not a skippable animation and that it gets rid of your UI when you do this. Ooh. I thank you, Arya. As you know, respecting nature and its powers helps us. I hope you got something out of this too. What? Are you certain? Is there really no way to rid ourselves of the blight? This is devastating, so the blight is permanent. What on earth can we do then? Will the blight take over the castle and maybe all of Jorvik? No, I refuse to despair. If the Saltus Coven was able to stop it before with the Veil, there must be something we can muster. We need to stop it, not only for the inhabitants of the castle and the forest, but also for the rest of Jorvik. Your world should not have to suffer the consequences of our misguided wars. I shall make sure to put Marchenghast's brightest minds to work on the matter as well. Maybe they can be of assistance to Abigail. In the meantime, you and I shall continue to prove that the old ways were wrong. We have to do our part to make this truce last. Arya, let's continue to do good no matter what. We cannot allow ourselves to give up. Increase your reputation with both Marchenghast Castle and Saltus wishes to continue the story. Okay. This is where our blacksmith Ernst and you could collaborate remarkably, Arya. The war has brought unspeakable suffering to him. You will not meet a stronger advocate for peace in all of Marchenghast. In any case, he has an idea for a new task that would require your skills. Could you please speak with him? You'll find him at the forge. New daily! Hello, Arya. I was hoping you would come by. By now you know our horrible, shameful history, both ancient and recent. Yes, Lady Marguerite has shown me the abandoned Bailey. I have no words to describe what took place there. I feel enraged and ashamed. We saw beasts as monsters, but the monsters were among us. Some deeds are so evil that they can never be forgiven. All we can do is try to atone for the suffering and destruction of our people have caused. This is where I count on you, Arya. In the end, our war against the witches was only based on lies, and both beasts and humans have suffered for nothing. The Duke was so determined to eliminate the witches at all costs that we almost ruined the forest. I would like to do something useful. Maybe we could mend what we have destroyed out there in the forest. Arya, you both have some forging skills, and I know you explore the forest safely, so should we work together on this? According to what Adelhi told me, there is still a lot of scrap left from the war in the forest. Chains, broken shields, and lances. I have marked where on your map. Here's my proposal. You bring that scrap back here, and you and I reforge them to make something useful out of them. How about something good for our horses? That might be a good way to show that Lady Marguerite sincerely wants peace. Are we getting, like, special horseshoes? Oh, we're foraging again. Oh, that wasn't too long. Horseshoes! Excellent work, Arya. These horseshoes are perfect. They will be a much better use for that metal. The scrap did not belong in the forest. If you had not retrieved it, beasts could have injured themselves stumbling upon it. Sadly, I am sure that absurd war left more scrap out there, so I will talk to another one of the guards to find out where it could be, so come talk to me soon. I have a new quest with Abigail. Let's go. Interesting that it says I'm at maximum reputation, and it doesn't say unlock more quests to gain more. What does it actually say in my menu? Also, my dog's going to be eating for this last portion. What does that mean? Marchenghast, my reputation is star, and it's not going to go to 6001? I'm going to be a little peeved if I can't max out this reputation, because we just had this with the medieval camp that we can't max that reputation, or it's technically maxed, but not actually maxed. Like medieval houses, the bar is full, I'm only popular, and I'm over the threshold. I'm 5745 out of 5701 when it should be 6,000. Honestly, I don't care if the quest line maxes out at a certain point and it's like, okay, you're done with the quest line and you still have reputation to go. If you allow me to keep doing the quest so I max out that reputation, that's fine. I don't mind that. I'm hoping that's the case here. Anyway, let's go find out. Arya, I've got it. I think I've got it. I believe I found a way to prevent the blight from spreading. Oh, I forgot to put the music back on. You know, I must have read my mother's notes 1,000 times by now. Alone, with my sisters, with Ilwardrish. Now we know the blight can't be dispelled. That's the hard truth. I think that deep down I've known this for a while, but her research had forced us to accept it. But we know it can be slowed down. We've done it before with the veil. It's held up until now, but now it's getting weaker. A while ago we discussed casting a new spell to reinforce it, but it couldn't be done. We were barely enough sisters to do it, and we're even worse off now. But now we can look at it from a different angle, a wider one. I really wish I had the music turned on for this. Our coven may be smaller than it used to be, but there are a lot more people fighting the blight than ever, thanks to you. We're not alone anymore. So we're going to cast the veil spell one more time, but this time with one key difference. The power of our ritual will be greatly amplified by everyone's support. We're counting on you, of course, but also the castle folk, Ilwardrish, and the beasts of the forest, and even the lonely beacon. We'll need our life warden's blessing to achieve something like this. Marguerite just sent word. According to our captain of the guard, they're starting preparations immediately and they'll meet us at the Lonely Beacon. Me, Ilwardrish, and Marguerite all believe that's our best chance to save the castle of the forest and maybe even all of Jorvik. Desperation does forge peculiar alliances, I guess, but without you, we won't stand a chance. Are you ready, my friend? Anyway, we don't really have another choice, do we? Yet he says no. Now that we know what to do, we shouldn't delay it too long. We never know how much time we have left. We've got a lot to prepare before the ritual can start. Everyone has a part to play in this ritual. Marguerite will gather as many magic lenses as she can, together with a few people she trusts. I just hope that nothing will happen to them. According to their theory, the Saltus Coven might be able to use some of the Pandoric energy for the spell. Those lances can cause a lot of damage, but if channeled properly and used for a good cause, it might work. Meanwhile, Betty and Rebecca will ask the beasts for help for the ritual. When the Waldfingren eat wandering seeds, their shells also emit the same glimmer as ours. So they could act as anchor points all over the forest so that our spell covers all of Marchenghast. After all, our magic wouldn't even exist if it weren't for them. All of the sisters are also getting ready because we fear the spell will push our bodies and minds to the limits. So in order to withstand the shock, we need you to gather wandering seeds, a lot of them. Mercy and Martha have created so-called glimmer vessels and placed them by the warden tree. It's simple, really. All you have to do is collect wandering seeds in the forest as usual. Once you have enough, bring them to the Lonely Beacon and place them in each of the 3 glimmer vessels for the ritual. I count on you, Arya. Collect wandering seeds. Oh, those look to be the vessels. So I've collected my 21 seeds. Now I just got to put the seeds in each of these. Oh, there they go. all the glimmer vessels are filled with wandering seeds. That should be enough for the ritual. Good luck, Arya. Oh, we're doing it now? The sisters have done our part, and so have you. Now all we can do is hope that Marguerite and Ilwood Rich will also succeed. They should be here soon. What if I'm completely wrong? What if my plan is foolish? No, there's no turning back now. We won't know if it works until we try. Soon it will be time to awaken the lonely beacon from its slumber. Everyone has gathered here. The ritual can begin. O lonely beacon, you have long protected us all. You have shared your light with us freely and helped us resist the blight. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to create the veil in the first place. O lonely beacon, please hear my words. Listen, our life warden tree is awakening. Humans, beasts, you never learn. The cycle of violence and hatred is endless. You believe you're destroying your enemy, but you only destroy yourselves. Now the blight infesting these lands are stronger than ever. It has taken much from us all. We cannot allow this affliction to spread to my sister, who overlooks the dark hill. We must save what can still be saved. She's talking about the one on Scarecrow Hill. The veil must remain, although I sense it has tampered with the fabric of Jorvik. Time and space cannot unfold in these lands. This is what we all want. Witches, nobles, and beasts are side by side today. We are doing everything in our power to contain the blight, even if it means keeping on living inside the veil. We are trying to correct the mistakes we all made in the past, Lonely Beacon. We're as ready as I'll ever be. What if it makes things worse in the forest? We're doing this for Jorvik. For Jorvik and of course the entire Marchenghast lands. We're all in the same boat. Each of the steps of the ritual has to be done in a specific order now. We can't afford any mistakes. Please go ask Mercy if the wandering seeds are ready. Oh, look, everybody's here. We got the Walfengrin, we got the Nykus, we've got different Saltus witches. Are there any castle people here? The glimmer vessels are ready. Can you release the wandering seeds? Let's go. 1. I had to do it in a specific order. 2. 3. Great work. Now the sisters should have an easier time withstanding the immense pressure of the ritual. The Waldfingren are already placed all over the forest to help us reach all of Marchenghast. 2 of them have joined us here. Could you please go check how they're doing? Do you need a little recharge, buddy? They answered that they're here for you and eager to help. The castle folk look a bit hesitant, which is not surprising. Please speak with them. Oh, they are here. Oh, hey, here you are. We are fine, Danka. I must admit I feel quite nervous. This is all very unusual for me, and I have never ventured this far into the blight before. But the witches have guided us here safely and sworn to bring us back to the castle after this ritual is finished. And we have brought the magic lances, right, Ernst? Unfortunately, I don't know how to say that word in German. Jawohl. These are all the magic lances we have left in the castle. Go ahead, please plant them in the ground around the Lonely Beacon area. Ooh, oh my god, what a cute little asset. Can I just take a quick... Oh, interesting. There's an animation for this. It's like lightning rods. I want that as an emote. The wiping sweat. So cute. That's it. Thank you. All the lances have been planted. The Waldfengrins are awaiting. The wandering seeds have been gathered and released. Arya, please place your hand on our life warden tree and I'll begin the ritual. Although the cost is high, it has to be so for the sake of all living beings. The time has come. May a veil fall upon us. was so cool. Did it work? Did the ritual actually work? I can't believe it. The ritual of the veil is really complete. Thanks to us, the blight won't be able to spread further. I never thought I'd live to see this day. I'm completely exhausted. We'll return to the hamlet now, but could we have one last chat before we go? The ritual has taken hold. The veil that surrounds these lands is more robust than ever before. I can sense it in my roots and in the wind. The blight is trapped in the fabric of time and will not grow further for now. Alas, its poison is now ingrained in the plants and trees of this forest permanently. Not all faults can be remedied. I will now return to my slumber once more, to the world beyond this one. Thank you, Great Life Warden Tree, the one that we call Lonely Beacon. I did not mean to click. Not only have we reinforced the veil together, but we've also begun taking down the barriers between our people. Arya and Nightshade, you have both worked tirelessly to open our eyes, and for that I am eternally grateful. I want to thank you too, Ilwoodrish and Abigail. However, I know this piece is fragile and our work has just begun. I cannot help but worry about our fate here as we continue living within the veil. How will the veil affect our lives? Will our peoples be safe, Abigail? I'm sorry, Marguerite. I don't know. Maybe time will go on for us as it did before, just separated from the rest of Jorvik. But you're right about one thing. Without Arya, it's likely we would have all exterminated one another sooner or later. Instead, your people lent us your magic to help us. Like you, I'm afraid of what comes next. What will your Duke do when he finds out what you've done? But first, I'm going to take a long rest for the first time in forever and probably hang out with the beasts. The serene forest is lost to the blight still. The beasts of the forest will continue to mourn their home. But it gives us solace to know we will keep other creatures from losing theirs. Does this mean the rest of Jorvik is safe from the blight? I'm also worried about the Duke. So you two are friends now, right? I'm also worried about the Duke. We all share that worry, it seems. One day he'll want his revenge against us or the beasts. It's time for Token and myself to take our leave. Life goes on in the castle no matter what, and I cannot wait to return to my people. Farewell for now, Arya. Know that you will always be welcome in our castle, and I expect you to visit often. Goodbye for now, Arya. I know you'll keep helping us in the beast cope with the blight. In any case, you'll always have a place in the Veiled Hamlet. Friendship! Arya, all of this started when you heard my plea. I was in despair, but you came and changed everything. For me, for all of us. I have something for you. I found these at the old watchtower last time, and I believe they might date back to the sanctuary itself. I want you to have them as a symbol of the harmony and respect between beasts and humans that you fought for. Now I must return home, but we will see each other again soon, I'm sure. Farewell. Oh, we got gloves. Marchenghast claws. Claws. Two things I want to check. I want to check that we still have dailies, and I want to check what our reputation on the board says. Okay. It looks like we do still have dailies, which is great. One of the things that annoyed me was after you finish helping the houses in the medieval area, you no longer have dailies with them, which kind of sucks because there's only reason to go back there is for the races. But I loved some of those dailies, and I would have done some of them again. Same thing with these dailies. I really like them. I'd do them again. So let's look at the board. So I am at max reputation. I am all done with the story progression, but unfortunately it doesn't actually go to a full 6001 and the bar is not filled in, which is going to annoy me. Hold on. Let me see if I do some dailies, if it will work. Dang it! It doesn't actually contribute to this anymore. Alright, well, that's a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. The only benefit that I can see here is that the story is not technically done. Well, like, okay, no, that's a lie. It is done. This part of the story, this is where we wrap up. They did kind of allude to maybe still figuring out what's up with the Duke. And in the blog post, they did mention that this wasn't going to be the last time we return to Marchenghast. There will be more story after this. It's just not immediate So they may expand upon it in the future. There's just no telling when that's going to be. It's just, you know, a little open-ended so that it can continue and not just be like, oh, well, you're done here. No need to return. Because there is actually still a need to return, and it's to get all of these items here because our dailies will still go towards this board at least. If it's not going towards, you know, the technically unmaxed reputation on our character sheets, it's at least going towards that board, and we can now collect the rest of these items here. So now that I've finished the storyline, the last, it was these items, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last 7 items are now obtainable for me. So my final thoughts on the entire Marchenghast storyline. Honestly, this has been one of the best series of updates for Star Stable in a very, very long time. I loved this story. It was emotional. It was really well done. I love that it was kind of complex. That it wasn't just like, which is bad, townspeople good, and that it was just like, hey, both sides have their problems, both sides did their wrongdoings, and it's a matter of having those like hard conversations and coming together and facing what those bad things were to make the best of a bad situation. So kind of putting aside your differences and coming together. It was a great story. They really did a great job. It did make me want to come back and keep working on the dailies to get to the next part of the story. I was hooked. I loved it so much. All of the dailies that they brought out with it, fantastic. Such fun game modes. I love the races that they put out. I love the blight system where like traversing the forest is a danger and you kind of have to prepare and strategize for it. Was it frustrating sometimes? Oh, absolutely. I've gotten so close to the Veiled Hamlet with the Nycus before that just lost interest because I ran out of glimmer, like literally like maybe 2 strides away from when I would be in the Veiled Hamlet's like bubble. And that was frustrating, but it's just, you know, the difficult side of that game mode element doesn't make it bad. I still loved the Nycus quests. I loved finding the Mar in the castle. The Waldfingren. Oh my god. Some of the best creatures in the game are in Marchenghast Forest. Absolutely, like, incredible work on just creating such, like, a robust new area of this world and still making it fit in. Like, you wouldn't think that a place locked in the 1800s would fit into modern Jorvik, but it does because of the story they told. I'm excited to see how this story continues. I'm excited to see what's up with the Duke. They did mention that because we weren't going to be going into Marchenghast Castle this time around, but it was something that the team was interested in doing. So potentially, this is, of course, speculation fully, but maybe when we get access to the inside of Marchenghast Castle down the line, we'll also get introduced to the Duke and see how that second chapter of the story unfolds. I also love that even though my only gripe about this is that your reputation maxes out without fully maxing out, that is my only complaint about Marchenghast update in general, but I do have hopes that we will be able to max it out in a future update. I'm so glad that we get to keep doing the dailies. I'm so glad that we have that unlock board so we can keep earning items and keep coming back. Even though there's no more story, there is a totally valid reason to come back to Marchenghast. I love that. I want to see that kind of implemented in more places. Like, I want to see a bigger reason to return to Dino Valley instead of just, you know, fossils, because as much as I love fossils, I don't really like Dino Valley archaeology because the rewards aren't as good. I am hopeful, very hopeful, because they did also say that we may be going to Dino Valley in a future update and maybe getting updated Dino Valley and having that whole system and area reworked. I'm hopeful that there will be kind of learnings from Marchenghast applied to Dino Valley as well. I'm kind of hoping that there's like a blight system but with cold. And I'm also hoping that there's a reward system up there that brings you back to keep experiencing that area as well. But I am so looking forward to the future of Star Stable. I mean, this update was incredible. I know a lot of people feel the same way. So congratulations, Star Stable, on an incredible storyline. And I'm so glad that I got to experience it. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! I feel like we're forgetting something. Wait a minute, we still haven't told Luciana about any of this.